Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. So glad you're with us tonight. How about 3 hours of amazing jewelry? It's on the way. Some very special pieces tonight. It is, it's every show. You got to see what we can bring you live here in 3 hours. Special items, great values. This is where, fine jewelry cannot be beat. It's right here. We're so glad to have your company. We've got a couple things I want to tell you about, as we always like to send out some highlights. You know, I come from a sports world, so we usually do the highlights after the game. I got to tell you, you need to know about some of these highlights here that we have tonight. I have got the yellow diamond deal of a lifetime. Simple as I can say it. The yellow diamond ring of a lifetime. It looks exactly like the $4,000 and the $5,000 rings we've been seeing over the course of years here. Instead, we're going to bring you a slightly different center stone. The color is there, the clarity is there, but it's the size that looks no different as far as the dimension, but gives you a slightly smaller carat weight so that we can deliver the value. It is going to be that 1 carat look we love. It is going to be a sensational price tag. And I kid you not, yellow diamonds are going up by the day, as pretty much all of the jewelry world is, whether it's white diamonds, gold, you name it, even Libra. So we're very proud to be able to bring you something special tonight in a yellow diamond deal you will not soon forget. There's also going to be one more moonstone. I had a fabulous oval and a bridge last night. It was gorgeous. It was one I'll never forget. For those of you that might have missed it, or might have already maybe just again didn't see it, or didn't think you wanted a moonstone in your collection, we might show you otherwise. There's an incredible round. It's also in a bridge, little different bridge because suited for the round instead of the oval, but we're gonna see that on the way. I've got my final two. There are 2 tennis bracelets here. This is Holiday Gifting Central. I know it's mid-November. We have 2 tennis bracelets, one in white gold, one in rose gold. That is all I can do in our 3 carat diamond bracelet. It is in solid gold. It is an incredible value. If we were to make this going forward today, or who knows where it could go in a few months in the future, but this piece would be, I just calculated it earlier today. This would be a piece that'd be over, I'm not even kidding, it's over $10,000 today. We're going to give you a much better price tag on the VS diamonds you love, but there's only one in white, one in rose. So they're here and they can ship out tomorrow. We even have something pretty cool. If you like medallion style or disc style pendants, we're going to have a Brazilian Paraíba party, really, because there's a lot of them, and you'll see the way they're set in a fabulous way. So it's a great way to get really one of the rarest stones in the world. We have brooches. We have those deep from the vault, corner of the vault pieces, I call them. They're blowouts on pieces we've either never seen or haven't seen in years here on the show that are marked down for you. So lots of exciting things today. Of course, if you have any requests, get those in as well. We are a live show for that reason, so we can show you one of a kinds, get them out the door, but also get requests in that you want to see. So you let me know what it is you're looking for. We'll help you out. And there's one more thing to mention. If you're not into the tennis bracelets, we do have diamond bangles. They're all in 18 karat gold. I have 3 left. That is it. They have one big solitaire diamond with the 18 karat gold. So if you're more of a bangle girl, we got you covered. If you're more of a tennis bracelet girl, also got you covered. So lots of exciting things as we continue on tonight. So let's take a look at our first piece, a little Art Deco for you, as we celebrate this amazing stone called, it is fancy cut black agate, and it's going to be all that mirror finishing we love as well. There's a really, it's an opaque stone, so we're not used to seeing a lot of mirror finishing with opaque stones, but you got it here. It's got a nice polish to it with the pave diamonds as well. And it's going to be item number 111-8508. So talk about going to the deep corners of the vault here for this one-of-a-kind pair of earrings that is going to be so heavily marked down for you. An incredible value. It's going to be 1 pair. They are also 18 karat gold. So already talked about those white gold bangles that would look so good with this. Well, here's the black and white, the spectator look that is always going to be iconic, that never goes out of style. You can have anything. I tell you, it's really true about a drop. A drop is sometimes, well, it can mean a lot of things. It can be that 4-inch shoulder duster. It can be a bigger hoop like we had last night, or it can be something really elegant, but still with some flair, some drama, because this has got those great Art Deco cutouts. It's like this really cool geometric, think like an elongated triangular. And the best part is, maybe the best part, I don't know. I like the 18 karat gold and the fact there's diamonds and black agate. But the cool thing is too, is that there's a reason the backing's on right now. Normally I wouldn't show that, but here's what we have for you as I show them from a distance away, because you're going to get some opportunities to do some fun things here. And let me show you here what they're all about. So this is actually going to be, this is the length, but there's actually a way where you can see it's actually an earring jacket. So a couple of things you can do here. You can wear them as is, meaning with that stud, but look at this. If I take that backing off, you're going to get to remove this style, and there goes that stud, because again, you've got the freedom to choose whether you want it like that, so a stud all on its own, or then the option to change the length, because they give you a couple of different points there. It'll be easier to see up close. So you can wear them like a stud, you can wear them like a drop, or if you have other stud earrings, like, I don't know, let's just pick a mandarin garnet, for example. If you have a mandarin garnet stud, a ruby stud, anything with a post, really anything, you can drape that piece from it. They almost look like a little, like a necktie, don't they? I'm gonna give you the length here. So many ways to wear them beyond just the stud versus the drop. If you are choosing to wear them as a drop, and again, we give you the flexibility of having two different piercings, if you will, on the drop itself, so you can kind of adjust the height of it as you like. But there it is at a little over an inch, about 1.1 inches there, top to bottom. And again, the ability to wear them different ways. Big oversized butterfly backings. You can even spin the stud itself if you want to just go ahead and do that north to south, east to west, side to side. I'll show you what they look like in many different ways, but I think you're going to need to get in on the phone lines. Let's take a look at that single one. You first see the stud. I'll tell you so many different ways, and if you have a stud, like again, anything with color or a plain diamond stud, well, take a look. This is how you can detach, so you can wear it just like so. Just wear it like that, which of course you can change the angle on if you want to, or you can add that length, which I'm going to do right now. So give me a second, I'll add that, that extra drop there for you, so you can see what that's all about and see how they're going to look as a drop earring. But major, major value. I mean, it's like one of those things where we could talk for days and truly keep on talking about this incredible convertible style earring, or you can just hop on the phone lines and get that one pair, but it's always going to work with every ensemble, whether you're somebody who's wearing a lot of color that day, maybe you're going neutral, maybe you've got something more casual. And for being a drop, they're not going to be that oversized drop at all. You can see what they look like on here to give an idea of just, again, that top to bottom length that they're going to give. Plus also there's a left and a right design, so you can choose where, you know, they can flare in or out, so you can see there that design element. So black and white, stunning look. Let's go back up close. And again, earring jackets and studs. So play with them as you like. You're going to think of 1,000,001 ways to wear them, but they're going to be incredibly affordable to the tune of, I was thinking, take the $49.99 earring from old, because this is made a long time ago. It was many, many years back when they were made. So if we leave them at the same price, that's a great value, because today, couldn't make anything today for the price you could years ago. So already a value. We're going to make it even better, and let's just blow them out. $999 for the very first caller. I just think you're going to have so much fun playing with those. It's never going to really look like the same earring twice, which is also nice, and that is really stunning. So that is amazing. Okay, so we've got $999 on those. We thought we'd start with you know, the whole black and white theme. I'm clearly embracing that tonight for a classic. We have Paraíba in a beautiful cut. That's a one of a kind. You're looking, you're gonna love that one. We have some opals. I do have some fun brooches as well. Thought we'd bring out the big dragonfly with all the exotic stones, but only one pair there at $999, staying in the white gold, of course, because, well, 18 karat white gold. Can you imagine what would happen if you melted down all that gold, how much money you'd have in just the gold of this earring? Not to mention the workmanship, the detailing. I love the fact that they're a stud that don't look like your traditional round. Obviously, kind of a trillion type of modified cut you can wear any which way. Again, that post is going to be workable with other things, because remember, that jacket, which is your drop, that could work with anything that's got a post. Even if you have a hoop, like a bigger hoop that has a post, you could even have that drop from the hoop. I've done that before. Actually, I'll try to do it on mine. Let's just see. I mean, experimentation on the fly. I mean, I could talk 3 hours about just these earrings alone, because I know this is going to look a little odd, perhaps, because my hoop is not the right proportion. But let's say you got those hoops last night. Last night, we had an incredible hoop. I know we did. And I know you guys, if you were with me, you saw them. We had the 2 karat 35s. We had the 202s. They looked so fabulous. So imagine that these are those. Because, again, this is a little larger hoop. Did I just drop this? Gosh, I was trying to do this so quickly just to show you, but just to give you an idea, because why not? I mean, again, if I've got any hoop lovers, I mean, anything that's got a straight post to it, or really any post at all, it's going to work in this design. So it's really pretty fabulous, okay? So, I mean, just as an example here, I just put them on my hoop earring, just again, and you see how that drop is going to be, again, extending through, so it drops within the hoop. This is a style that you're seeing a lot of, where there's different things in hoops, but you can see there, all I did was just add it to my hoop earrings. Simple and easy, because the hoop itself has a post. So it's really just, again, it's that easy. You see that drop? That, again, is just now in front of, or really kind of fitting within that hoop earring. wearing. So $9.99, you'll figure out fun ways to wear them because I know you're a creative bunch out there. So you'll think of all kinds of fun, fabulous ways to wear them on your own, but they're really cool, aren't they? So that's going to be, again, just different ways to wear that drop. Let's go back to the wheel. And I know it'd be like I planned the inventory collection with my outfit, but I don't. It's just all by, I think that's just the breadth of wardrobe when you come in and you go, oh yeah, there's always going to be a piece of jewelry or 2 or 5 or 10 that always will match, you know, what you're wearing. So black and white, though, goes with everything. You could be a real color lover. You could really enjoy putting those on with just about anything. Bright orange, hot pink, great red, you name it. I have the earring that's going to go with it. And they've got a great finishing behind them as well, where it's solid gold. So enough about those. They're $9.99. I know I'll keep them if they don't go. There's that finishing in the back, and you can see that loud and proud 750 stamp, which is another way to inscribe an 18 karat gold hallmark. Okay, so you've got all that great mirror finishing in the back. And again, that's the jacket and then the stud, separately or together, you choose. Okay, so we're going to be on our way. Got a really cool rhodochrosite. Had the ring the other day that was quick to go. We've got a pendant actually, which is so unique. Take a look at this. That is a radiant cut, just like what we saw in the ring the other day. And this is 112-7264. Hi, Kirsten. Good evening to you. Glad you're with us. Hey, Risa, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Take a look at this rhodochrosite radiant. I mean, that is really important, isn't it? And again, call me on those earrings, the black agate, the diamonds, and the 18 karat gold. Oh my, so much going on. Now, here we are looking at something really, really stunning. It's got the bright hot pinky we love. It's like almost like a watermelon pinky red. So you know how watermelon, it just depends on its ripeness, how pink or red it can be. Sometimes it's actually a little bit, that juicy part is actually a little white if it's like, again, a little less than ripe. You're talking about here really a similar watermelon type color, but it's going towards that really, you know, the sweetest of color, if you will, the literal sweetness of that red pink that we love. And yet it's going to be a really fabulous buy on this one, because this is one of those rare stones, and one that usually, if you are a collector of this rhodochrosite, we typically are a little more comfortable wearing it as a pendant, simply because it is a softer stone. And so we tend to think about those stones as less likely in rings if you're at all concerned. It's just best to get this stone in a pendant. You can see it's got a nice little flash from a little golden color coming through. I see purples and blues, goldens and greens all together. So it's a really important piece. We also have a 57 pointer. It's set in platinum. It's 54 points in the diamonds as well. Top and bottom little arrows or spikes, which kind of look cool there. And then of course the bail all covered in diamonds, 7/8 of an inch, top to bottom. We'll show it to you on. And this is going to be, well, one of our most fabulous ways to get shopping for a pendant. That's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see, I love anything with a little more pointed, kind of spiky look, because it gives it a little edge to me. As much as I, love to go different styles every day, I would say that anything with a little edge is more my favorite. It's where I'm most comfortable, who I really, really, how I really, really like to style. But take a look at that, just taking this really elegant hot pinky. You can see that, I don't know, 7/8 or maybe 3/4. I don't know. It's right there. It's right in between those two. So it gives you an idea, just under an inch. That's what it looks like from a distance away. So again, simple and elegant enough to wear every single day if you choose to, but a really important style. And you see how it just, even those subtle movements it's having right now, you see how dramatic that glow and color and clarity is. That's always tough with the rhodochrosite. These need to be a little more, they got a little hazy cloudiness to them. And that's really where you see this brightness to it. That's what makes the radiant cutting, well, so radiant. It always turns out if you got a clean stone you use and you adapt the radiant cutting, it can do that, really bring the radiance to the stone, which is that glow. Radiance is usually a brightness or a glow. And that's what we love to see. Like any, we want it in our skin tone. We want it in everything. We want it just to be radiant, and we want everything to have a little shine, a little glow. This is doing that when most rhodochrosites, they simply don't. So it's a really good example of the stone. We're blowing it out. This is originally $49.99, much like the last earrings, but again, blowing it out today so you can get that better value. Take a look at it and we'll give you a much better value. On the way out is gotta go. So a really important piece here, being one of the rare stones we're gonna see all night long. And we'll do it right now for $9.99. So the rhodochrosite should go as well. And that's gonna be, I don't know, I got an unhappy wheel here. It's moaning like, it's got a little, it's not all that happy. I don't know if you guys hear that, but we'll try to adjust. I don't know if it needs a little bit of something, lubrication or something, but it's definitely, I hope you guys aren't hearing that as loudly as I am in the studio. Hopefully not, but poor wheel, just, you know, sometimes the wheels get tired like we all do. But that's going to be the fabulous rhodochrosite. So that'll pick you up. That'll give you a little energy, a bright, hot, pinky red. Oh, new tanzanite pendant, by the way. I've got this incredible Paraíba. I'm a big fan of Paraíbas, as you know. My favorite stone, well, I think for a lot of us, we love a Paraíba. That is a really interesting green blue, but it's not the green blues. Like, for example, if you were with me last night, we had a whole bunch of pendants in the green blue that were more just really greens. And this is really where you get that very unique, unlike anything else, teal color. So we'll have that, and it's copper bearing. Also have a great discount on an Imperial. If you like matching sets, I've got a really cool gold quartz collection here that I have never seen before. So I'm really excited this is here. It is one of the most beautifully made. Take a look on the hand here, since we're looking at big pendants anyways and all kinds of exotics. That's a pendant, and then I have the matching earrings for you as well. So that is a great way to do a statement piece in a big old gold quartz there with this teardrop shape to it to mimic the stone, as well as up top, bigger diamonds, great finishing. So if you're a gold quartz fan, we got some good ones for you to consider tonight. So that's our gold quartz pendant, and then again, matching earrings are here as well. So we'd love to get that set out the door, and then our $9.99 rhodochrosite, that should go as well. Can't believe those convertible style black and white diamond earrings are still here, but again, one to think about. We also have the, we'll see the Imperial. We've got the biggest brooch we have in all the inventory. It looks like this. This is that panther piece. So, you know, it's that sweater weather, or again, when you're probably getting out the coats and the sweaters and the overcoats and all these different things that maybe you feel like, well, I'm not really ready to go to the mall and shop for a brand new piece of outerwear. But there are ways to make it, if you're a real jewelry lover, show that pride for jewelry like this. This is the great accessory to a scarf, to a coat, to a lapel, to a blazer, to a dress, to wherever you want to put it. Let's show it on the hand here, because this is one of my favorites that's got to get a home. And talk about deep in the vault, we've got this major diamond panther piece. That's a brooch. It's going to be item number 112, 7625, another 18 karat gold piece, this time also done in diamonds. So a lot of 18 karat gold, yes, but you've got an emerald eye, you've got the yellow gold. This is all pave, everything except for his paws and the tip of the tail there, are in maybe the nose as well. All done in pave diamonds. That's 305 in diamonds. An incredible, incredible value. And what a beautiful look. You could actually, it's got a long enough pin that really stretches the length of the panther. So what you could do is you could try, if you have a bigger chain, you could probably string it through, but it's really meant to be that brooch, which even gives you a lot more versatility. Not every day are we wearing a big statement necklace, but I think every day you could wear a brooch. I really do believe that. Maybe outside of loungewear and outside of workout wear, I think that you could probably, I mean, truly put that on anything. And that's what everyone tends to do when they've got, you know, if you think about really high fashion women, they tend to have a signature piece. Maybe not a signature look, because some of us like to really, you know, change it up and switch it up. But as we look at this up close, a signature piece that you have. And sometimes it's something that more is an accessory to the accessories, meaning, well, we always wear the ring and the earrings, and we've got those favorites, but how do you take it up a notch with a bigger brooch like this, with that incredible style, which of course Panthers are designer and all that. And what we're going to do is make it really affordable. There's that emerald eye you see, and all those details. I mean, you can tell from a distance he's in full stride. He is definitely, of course, being one of the fastest animals on the planet, certainly a really important look there and stance. Instead of sitting, or instead of being more draped like we sometimes see the designer Panthers, this one in full running stride here. An amazing look with that emerald, the diamonds, and we're going to do this one for, well, better than $99.99. So it's time for this one to go. A miracle value on this much 18 karat, and I just think you're going to have it and wear it forever. That's the one signature piece. You add it to anything, like I said, cocktail dress, no problem. You know what I love to do is, obviously there's my dress tonight has a lapel, but this is one that I would say for dress wearers, as you're getting dressed up for the holiday season, you might want to think about even putting it in like the hip area. Brooches can go anywhere, so they don't always have to be on the shoulder or lapel. They can be on the hip area. They can be really tying if you want to add a piece of like material like a scarf or a sash or something that you want to do, or something belted around the hip or the waist area. You can always fasten it with the brooch, which looks amazing. And again, from the outerwear that I know most people are wearing this time of year, you're throwing on that overcoat, throwing on, whether it's something that is more of a casual vibe or dressy, a brooch will always work, because jewelry's, again, jewelry's all the time. So we're looking at a better value than even $49.99. If you like brooches and you like critters, I've also got the dragonfly coming up, but this one's actually going to be $39.99 to send that one out tonight. So just a really important piece, and one that I think that one of my ladies of true style and elegance is going to really enjoy. For the way that would be priced in the retail world, look out. It would be $99.99, would probably be closer to the tax on that. Easily, because when you're looking at that much 18 karat gold, and if it's been a minute since you've been out in the retail world looking at gold and not lab grown and not gold plating, then, you know, be ready to have an eye-opening experience when the next time you're in a retail store. It has changed dramatically. So we're really excited to bring this to you at that price of $39.99. Okay, so we're going to get on to our, we do have the dragonfly. I'll just flash it here for you. This is the dragonfly with more gem weight. Look at that. That's cool. You've got cat's eye material with our rubies. So again, some unusual pieces here tonight throughout. 8031 is the item number here, and it's going to be 18 karat gold as well. So we're on an 18 karat gold binge here, and I love it, because if you're going to binge, that's a good way to go. And especially the prices being as if they're plated, which this is not, it's solid. And you've got a carat 70 in oval cat's eye chrysoberyl. They are those bright chartreusey greens, all aligned. You know, this is really tougher than might meet the eye here, so to speak, if you will, because you're actually aligning all those chatoyancies so that they can, look at that, move in unison. Very difficult to do. They've even graduated the colors just slightly, where you get some of the deeper colors, some of the brighter chartreuse at the base, and then it goes up to the eyes there. You see a little bit lighter color play. Item number is 8031. This is a carat 70 of cat's eye chrysoberyl. So it's going to be 18 karat gold with the chrysoberyl. I don't have a ruby weight, but I feel like they're probably 2 to 3 points a piece. So figure you've got, you know, accents there. 12 points is your diamond weight as well. And that's going to be around that top cat's eye. We'll show it on the hand here, and we'll give you a little look at the length and measurement here so you can see that size. But it's also a brooch. So again, another great designer piece here in that critter style. We'll show you the length here, 1.5 inches. It should be, if it's straight up and down, it is, yep, 1.5 inches. Same, similar length side to side here as well, where we can see there 1.75 inches from the wingspan there. So you've got a really special look. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well, just to give you an idea about, you know, we see everything this way, so I think it helps to see a little reference point on the neckline to give you an idea. But stunning anywhere you want to wear it, as we just discussed. Let's show it up close again, so you can see all those amazing stones, and we'll blow it out. This one's under $2,000, and it's not going to be $19.99 either. Welcome into Thursday night. We're so glad, really honored to have your company as usual. It's lovely to have you with us, and hope that you're all doing so well as we approach mid-November here. But let's talk about what we can do in 18 karat gold that's more affordable than even 19. That's by no means where it started. Just getting you some great values here, best I can, to blow out jewelry. We're going to make that $12.99 for the brooch. So 18 karat yellow gold it stays. We've got a lot of pendants, earrings, bracelets, accessories, and then of course we'll get to our moonstone round, which is new today, and also the big yellow diamond opportunity of a lifetime. If you've ever wanted to dive into a yellow diamond, this is the night to do it. If you know somebody who would like to get, you know, you probably talk to your girlfriends about the fact that so many people are saying, I'm just going to go out, I'm going to get the lab grown, I'm going to go get the faux, I'm going to go get the look-alike. Stop what you're doing and make sure you see what we have tonight before you actually compromise quality and go with any of those aforementioned qualities. We've got the best of the best in yellow diamond tonight for you. Also have this really important fancy cut. Are we done with pendants? I mean, it's most of what I have today. So I'm going to show you a quick look at a pendant here that's going to be our new tanzanite. We'll go to some color here. We love our color and we like exotics, but this is where an exotic stone meets an exotic cut. So we've got the great best of blue wing here in our museum reserve. We'll come in a lot closer here. And this is where we tend to live as far as pendants go. This really enormously pretty trillion, but look at the great notch detail on the outside of this trillion, whereas normally it would be one straight side that you're getting. It's a little different. It's item number 112-9596. Call me on the panther, the dragonfly, the rhodochrosite, all these great pendants and brooches, and they've all got to go. We're doing like adoption day for jewelry, and the rehoming fee is next to nothing. And jewelry is going to be, also no cost of maintenance, no cost of ownership, and no extra bills. It just gives you more beauty and more life as you own it. So it's always fun, especially those, again, I really believe, most people say, who would buy a brooch and fine jewelry? Honestly, I think it's the number one piece you should buy before anything else, because it's the one you'll wear the most of. It really is. I'm not saying everybody. If you're super ultra cash, if you like live your life in nothing but sweats, maybe not. But for everybody else who really does like to really present themselves beautifully, you're not averse to putting on a beautiful dress or an amazing coat. Get one of those brooches to add to the collection. You'll be really glad you did, because you're going to wear it all the time. But here we go with our next pendant. Is going to be a lot of color. We got some really serious 3 carat 67 size here in that fancy trillion. So fancy cuts lately have been real fancy. fancy. We're doing like, again, this is just going to give you a slightly different look than a trillion does. It's our 3-carat 67, and it's Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. That is one very large baguette diamond at the top, which I think is great, because instead of a bail with a couple accents, let's go with the big diamond. Let's go with the important diamond. Let's go with a 24-pointer this time around. It's a big, serious size in a baguette diamond. You don't see that every day. Seriously, I have so many pendants, brooches, earrings, bracelets. It is really like an accessory night. We got pearl earrings on the way that are really fun and very almost celestial in their vibe. So we'll talk about those. But here we are, one single 24-point baguette diamond, VS quality, of course. You can see how clean it is right here, up close and personal. And then we'll show you all the details. Brand new, white gold only is how it stays. Let's take a look at it from a distance away and check this out. This is special. And there you go. It's just for a trillion lover. You know, I know there's a lot of trillion lovers out there, and still, if you got the rings or anything else we've had in trillion, a great addition with just a little bit of variety there to it. And the length of it, going to be right at 3/4 of an inch or so. We'll show it on the neckline again. That's one diamond, just one very, very large diamond that you have. And we're going to make it super, super affordable because it's brand new, yet got to make it go. Everything must, everything's going to go and get a home. So simple and easy as we can make it. Here's what it looks like again up close. Look at that, the fabulous cutting. There's something magical about a trillion. It just brings that brilliance. And this one's a little different because the modification of the outside sides there, the way it's done in a little different perimeter, but just still ever so bright and really lovely. And we're going to blow it out 69. What? $69.99 I can't do. I mean, I can, but I can't expect it to go at that price. We have to make this significantly less as we have a really, really serious set of shoppers ready to go, and you want the values. You need the discounts. That's what we're bringing. So all we can do is give you our very, very best price on brand new, not waiting for a sale, not waiting for a discount, because my goodness, that is a sale. $69.99 is an incredible value when you look at a 367. Big size, museum reserve. Tap into this while we've got it, because very limited on what we have returning, because again, most of it, if it's not shown, or rather not sold when it's shown, it's going out to museum. That's what museum reserve means. They've been waiting patiently. Museums around the world have been waiting essentially 7 years, because we are approaching the 7-year mark. It's the 7-year anniversary coming up in December of having this material here. So once we see December, that'll be 7 years of having Blue Wing. These are the stones that were initially set aside for the museums. They've been waiting patiently. We got to get these out of here. So again, if they don't go to you, they go to the museums of the world. That's the choice we make. It also means that they're not coming back again and again and again. So you take them while they're here, and we're going to do better than even $2,000 on this one. So it is going to go. Find its amazing home right here and now, and we can just make this simple and easy. We'll do it right now for just, you know what, I was going to do $19.99. Let's take an extra discount for you. Make it $1,888, and that is our one and one alone there. As we are already at 6 of the way through the show, that means halfway through our first hour of 3. So we are just, again, rolling through incredible jewelry. Let me know. I know it's always going to be a minute till everybody joins in the fun, but we're glad to have y'all with us so you can see everything we've got and don't need to wait. You get the first dibs on everything. Plus, we'll have that yellow diamond deal, our tennis bracelet coming up shortly, because this is the kind of thing that's as classic as it gets in jewelry. And this one is gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. See, we just need some color. We needed new and we needed color, but here's the thing. One white gold bracelet and one rose gold bracelet. They are coming up shortly. We are going to do that in the first hour. But I have another pendant for you. So here's a beautiful, this is heavy too. This is a really cool, oh my goodness. This opal's everything. This is about to be the giveaway of the night. So fair warning here. If you want the most incredible lightning rich black opal, or boulder opal, I guess. I'm not sure that's right, but what do I know? I've just worked with the miner for the better part of 25 years, but okay, we'll go with boulder opal. That's maybe where this mistaken price is happening, because this is an incredible stone. Honestly, yeah. You've got one of our very, very, very best. Look at that. Okay, sure enough, the inside tells us it is a boulder opal. That is literally the look of the best lightning rich. They're all, again, they're all Australian. It's going to be item number 112-5954. The reds at the base. So it's going to sit like this. So you're getting reds and oranges and goldens at the base, and then that blue and green, huge individual diamonds, solid platinum, it's heavy, and it's a 388 opal with 31 points in diamonds. They're all bigger stones. This is going to be so quick to go. And this is where you see that almost braided. So instead of just, it looks like it's scalloped, but then you realize, no, it's like twisted and braided. So that's where, again, this heavy metal is coming into play. And so here we go with the look from a distance away, just like that. And then I'll give you the length here. And then I need one caller on the phone lines. This is going to blow you away. Used to be $54.99. I don't think that's a bad price at all. We're doing much better today. Take a look at this. It's always, it's an inch and 3/8, I would say. Inch and maybe, yeah, I mean, honestly, just looking there, it looks a little more than an inch and a quarter. So we're splitting hairs here, yes, but this is very, very important. We're gonna show it to you on the neckline. Here it is. Okay, do not wait, do not wait, do not wait, do not wait. This is one incredible piece at one incredible price. You see the size it's going to give you, and it's going to deliver a lot of power to those colors of that stone. Let's go back up close and let's make this a miracle price tag. It is only going to be, and nobody's called me yet. That's okay. You figure, how much could she drop a $5,500 piece? Well, we may not have been shopping together much if you don't know how I'm dropping these prices lately, because they have been incredible. Nothing short of amazing. Well, this is better than 5, better than 4, better than 3, and nobody's there yet. It's better than $2,000 when no one else in the world is going to do that loose stone for that price. And instead, I'm going to blow it out for better than 2, better than 19, better than $1,500. Just say sold. Because there's only a few ways to get opals of this size, and natural through and through is what we're doing here. And it's not 15. And we are busy on the phone line. So we'll see who says sold first. And you want to say sold because you're probably going to get a better price than what it says on the screen when you say sold, because I really do drop pieces down to their incredible, lately it's been all below cost. Don't wait for a sale, you're getting it now. Here we are, November 13th. You're getting the best sale prices you could ever get. And we're going to make it, you know what, better than even $14.99. First caller will say yes. That'll be one only, as opals always are, so no one else is going to have an opal quite like yours. And I'm doing it for $12.99. We just took an extra $200 off and just saved you a boatload altogether there. So that's the way to get it, $12.99. And obviously that's only a matter of time till that one is gone. And then we've got all that gold quartz, great imperial topaz ring blowout, the diamond bracelets, one rose, one white. That's it. That's all. We cannot make it again unless we charge you about $10,000 or more. So I would say get it today when it's a lot less than $10,000. And that is $12.99 for our opal pendant. So nobody yet. Wow. Okay, so one of our best right there. I love the colors that you're getting through that. A real blue base stone, cobalt blues with those bright neon green greens, and all that gorgeous red and yellow and golden and pink at the base of the pair. It is stunning. Okay, so we're going to go on. I mean, that is just, oof, that's amazing. And if you could feel the weight of that platinum, it is something special. I mean, it just feels like a stunner. You're going to love it. Now, I have a big emerald here, just to flash here, because we see very few emeralds that give this kind of clarity and glow. So I just want to put this out here. There's a new discounted price on this big 214 emerald, which we rarely see. Now I have a great looking imperial topaz, which is our one source all natural stone. Looking forward to that as well. And then anything you want to request, don't forget we've got an 18 karat gold bangle wheel. It's just a trio. There are only 3. They're all one of a kinds, but they've also got the real simplistic, really stunning bigger diamonds with them. So it's very much like minimalism at its best. So that's going to be on the way as well. Okay, so y'all ready? That is a really good emerald. So we'll show that a little bit later, but I want to get to that imperial because this one is incredibly affordable. 0576 is the item number. And then that last boulder opal still available if you'd like to get it. And then here we go with this one. Okay, some serious color. Serious, ridiculously good. Almost, forget pinks, it's almost red at the base and at the tip there that you have of that stone. This is our 265. It's 1120576. I'm so excited about one caller who's going to get this. Now it stays in the white. We're going to have no problem sizing that. It's a classic shank in the back, so we can size it to whatever you need. But this will not last because just like everything else, blowout pricing. Really, truly blowout pricing. You're going to flip out when you see this ring. I just hope you say sold before you flip out, because then talk about flipping out. When this gets here to your house and you see the amazing brilliance. So there's this thing called elevators of light that this natural stone delivers. When it's clean, like this one is, and it's a 265, which is a big one. And then you have the 53 points in the diamonds. Double halo, we kept it classic, but it's still all custom made. And then look at this. We've got a really good finished under gallery beneath the whole thing. So you see not only the details of the basket on the profile, but the great details on the inside under gallery, and then that super, super clean imperial. And oh my goodness, this intensity. You know how I say all the time, the pinks are where I don't know if everyone wants to get a true through and through pink, because then it looks like other stones. And in order to get what is this month's original OG birthstone, because remember November, when you see the birthstone list say topaz for November, that's actually what they're referring to. This really precious, super beautiful variety of topaz. We call it the precious topaz. That's the industry calls it precious topaz because it is the rarest of all the topaz family. Not to mention it gets no heating, no treating, no nothing. All the colors you see are natural. Most every gemstone you own and ever see, even natural gemstones from the earth, they get a little bit of help. They get some heating. No different than you're still who you are, but you might brush your hair in the morning and put on some makeup and some lip gloss. And that's just, you're enhancing your own natural beauty. That's what heating is to gemstones. This one didn't need any help. It's just, it looks like that. It just, faceting and polishing will do the trick. And it shows off the amazing color, the beautiful saturation. I am such a fan of this stone because, well, it's rare, but it's also really pretty. And this is where you don't get the pinks, but you're getting a more saturated tone than just yellow. And that's what's so important here. It's a beautiful, intense, vibrant golden. You've got some reds and pinks coming through. I've got a $69.99 original price on this one. This is why, again, when I tell you that pieces are coming out from the vault, this has been here over 3 years. It's a long time to have a piece of jewelry. Considering most pieces last 30 seconds, 3 years is a long time to have one piece in your collection. There are so many drops. This is all I can do. I'm going to take it on down. And this is one of the rarest stones you'll ever own. If you have a birthday this month, first of all, happy birthday. There seem to be a ton of them this month, or maybe it's just me in my circle. I don't know, but every day, it's like I look down the calendar and oh my goodness, I kid you not, it's like 10 to 12 every day this month of my dear friends who have birthdays, and they're wonderful people. And I got to tell you, this is that original birthstone for you. Let's see what it looks like on the hand and celebrate this gorgeous elongation of that stone. Did you still get that pendant? Who was it? Kim. Hi, Kim. Did you have a message? Go ahead. Question? Oh, sure. Sure. We'll show that pendant again for Kim who picked it up. And then if you'd like the Imperial, we're going to take this down. Nobody's on the lines yet. And this is a shame because when we get the price up there, everyone's going to go, wait, what? I didn't expect that. That's not right. Come on in early. You can always hang up if the price isn't for you. What you can't do is get it after it's sold to someone else. I went through that today. The heartache, the heartbreak, gone to someone else, and no, there's not another. So these are the kind of things, one of a kinds. That's what we got. Kim, take a look at the pendant from that back. So this is the back of your pendant. We did a full custom cutout basket. So you can see that from the sides here, perching it up just enough, obviously, to elevate that culet off your neckline. And then you've got that basket, kind of an under gallery behind it. We don't want to show anything else because we don't want to show off the clarity of that stone, but there's your gorgeous tanzanite. So Kim, enjoy that one. Thank you so much. And then here we are with this one of a kind under $2,000. I've sold, now a lot of you don't know me from that long ago. Maybe we just met in the last 9 years or 15 years, but back in the day, sold a lot of this material loose. You could never buy this stone for under $2,000, not being the 2 carat 65 it is. Well, we are gonna do something really crazy here. Forget about the diamonds and the gold. We're already less than the cost that would be today. So that's a given. That's a given. The stone is where we're at here. That's the rarer part. I love gorgeous gold and diamonds. Who doesn't? But the stone is the really rare aspect, and we're not doing $2,000. This is where you've come to play. And I'll tell you what, anyone else would look at this as just an ordinary Thursday night. Around here, we show off our best of our wares. Lately, all I've been doing, really since November kicked off, was really every single, I keep saying evenings, I'm so used to it being, it feels like my old schedule. Like again, when you work at 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock your whole entire life, not adapted to the fact that it's afternoon when I get here and it's really early. But again, as the days when they come through, all throughout November, I spend my day, the first thing I do is go through the vaults, pick out these really kind of old items that have just been sitting. They've been sitting because they're more important or they're more expensive or they're $7,000, and just blowing them out, really reducing prices so that you can get that great value. Because if we made that today, well, the mounting by itself without the Imperial would be over $4,000. So much better opportunity to get it here, save the money, get your Imperial, and make it better than 19, 18, 17. I'll just keep going. We got to do everything we can, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm on your side trying to give you the values of a lifetime. I don't care what's going on in the outside world of jewelry. My job, and it has been my career, my livelihood, it has been my passion for 25 years, is standing on live TV every single day of my life talking about fine jewelry values. I'm not stopping no matter what the gold market does. Now, eventually someone will get tired of me losing money. But for now, this is why I'm taking the older pieces, and make no mistake, this piece never would have cost $17.99 or less even 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, or 2 weeks ago. So this is straight up value. There are like 18 discounts on this ring. And then I gave it the final blow here, which is $16.99 right now to one caller. I wish I had a dozen, I don't. It's just not how the Imperial Topaz world works. So here it is at $16.99, one only, and an incredible, incredible piece. Hi, Sally. Hi, Melody. Hey, guys. Thank you so much. Nice to have y'all with us. Oh, Melody, you're so kind. Thank you so much. You guys are the sweetest. Yeah, this one's gone. Congratulations. Let's get to our bracelets, because there's nothing that's going to show off value better than a bracelet right now. A bracelet that is reduced from where it used to be way back when this was first developed and designed here, which goes back, nearly a decade. So this is a big moment here now. You are looking at the bracelet you're going to get. If you choose the white gold, that is the one you're going to get. We only have one of each, and if you think I'm just like, again, saying that because it sounds good, that's why this is such a challenge of a show here. I don't have 10,000 of everything. I don't have 3 of everything. I got one of each here, and there's your rose gold and there's your white gold, and this is item number 1110355. So yeah, it's about the oldest item, because pretty much on day one, you say, when you start a home shopping network and you're going to sell fine jewelry, you know what you do? You design a bracelet. You design the classic style of tennis bracelet. That's the first thing you do. And this has been here, well, these are the samples. So again, usually what we could do is show one, and then we could take your order for as many as I could possibly sell. And they'd say, go ahead, sell 30 of them if you can, sell 50 of them if you can, and we'll make them. We'll make them in the choice of length and the choice of gold color and whatever. This is what I have now. Now, the reason we could easily just say, let's make them. Let's keep making them. Let's keep on making them. The problem is this. And I know we're not all necessarily caught up and accustomed to these new prices of this new era we live in. However, with 2 carats 91 and VS diamonds that are round, brilliant, full cuts all the way through your bracelet, and the solid gold that it is, being 7 inches of gold here, guess what? That's going to run you, if we just sit down at our benches and make that today, that's going to be right around $10,000 cost. That's the way gold and diamonds are at. So the fact is, if you're saying, ooh, this is why everyone's forced to go lab grown. Not you all. You are not forced to go there yet. Let me show you what I can do. Granted, there's a little bit of a competition aspect. There's a one-of-a-kind opportunity. You've got one choice here. Do you want the yellow, or sorry, do you want the rose or the white? That's it. That's all. 7 inches, it's got to work. Great gifting idea. There's no way. If you have a factory, if you manufacture jewelry, if you design jewelry, if you're in the gold world, if you're in the diamond world, there's no way you're making this for this price. No way. So get on the phone lines quickly. It's our last call. You are seeing what you're going to get. That is an insert closure, and it's going to have the figure 8 safety catches as well. There are 2, as traditional with any good bracelet. And now we get to blow them out. So you have to tell me, do you want the white or the rose, or just get both and stack them together? I love rose and white together. So rose on its own, but when it's, I'm not into, but when it stands out next to the white gold, I love it layered with white gold. White and rose look so good together. You could get them both. You could give one and keep one. You could do like the mother-daughter thing. You could give one to yourself and then give one to the daughter or the sister or whomever is the most important jewelry lover in your life. But here's how you do it for a better price than $99.99. And again, 1 rose, 1 white, that's all I have. They're in these beautiful double baskets so that they sit up properly. Diamonds don't sparkle no matter how good they are unless they have light. They love the light, they luxuriate in the light, and I'll tell you right now, rose gold has been popular in diamonds of late. So this is the time to get that rose gold, or maybe it's that bracelet you don't have because maybe you already have a tennis bracelet, but yours is traditional white or yellow. Here's the way to get the rose and then stack them all together. It's a layering story if you'd like it to be. It's not oversized where it's too ostentatious or too much for everyday wear. This is the one you can imagine in 9 years here, how many people have reached out over the years asking for what's the most iconic and classic bracelet you offer. It's this one. I have that item number, and it's an easy one, 0355. It's memorized. And you have no idea how many times I have typed or talked to someone on the phone or said, get the 355, meaning the 2 carat 91 bracelet is the go-to. It is the classic. It is the one that's always going to work no matter her style, because otherwise you're not sure, do I go bigger with the bracelet? Do I go smaller with the bracelet? bracelet as far as diamond sizing goes. Here's how you do it to ensure you wear it every single day, and she's going to love it. So I promise you that, but it's under $5,000, so there's your half off right there. And we're going to continue to take it much lower for you. So you're not paying $49, $39, no way. And this is, again, in a lot of solid gold, which is very complicated to do right now for this price tag, because we're already at $39.99, less than the price of the gold. Let me show one on here. I'll show you the rose gold here so you can see what that's all about and see the size from a distance away. And again, that's that 7-inch style we love to see. You've got that beautiful sparkle factor where it goes all the way around. So this is what a tennis bracelet indicates, is always diamond side to side. And then this hidden closure, what we mean by that is that box link. So you simply insert it and you see how there's no break in the diamonds there. And then I've got one figure eight going one way and one the other way. So you simply are going to fasten those together when you're going out the door. And I just did that when one click, just push them together, and there's your 2 safety catches. So keeps it nice and secure on. That one's not going anywhere. It is just like a fortress, and every single one of those gold baskets is as well. So you get this really important design all the way around, classic as can be. I mean, don't go anywhere else when you're starting off with a diamond bracelet than a tennis bracelet. It is the way to go. And we're going to make it better than $39. It is your last call. We can't make them anymore unless they're over $10,000. I'm not comfortable selling a bracelet at $291 because that's just not what we're used to. It's not what we've been doing for years and years and years. So this is the last call. If you really do want that great statement bracelet at an affordable price tag, get one, get both, but you're seeing the actual one. We're going to ship out tomorrow to you, so you'll have it in a couple of days, and it's not even $3,500. So one of those values that if you sleep on it, it's going to be gone. You know that. One only, an icon. I know a lot of us probably have a tennis bracelet, but there's a lot of people that don't, and it's that major wish list item. Here's how you get it for less than even $35 or $33. This is 3 carats in diamonds almost. They're all bigger individual full cut, round brilliant, solid gold, insert closure, double figure 8 safety catch. And you're not even spending $3,000 to get it. I'm doing it for $2,999. And we have one of each. That's it. One white, one rose. That's all we got. So think about it. For under $6,000, you get them both. You could do that. I mean, I know we're thinking about gifting this time of year, but that is the go. Get it so you can wear it every single day and put it on next to the watch that you wear. Put it on with all your other bracelets. Everything imaginable, it works. So make sure you get it while you can, because that is really an incredible piece. So that is cool, isn't it? So $29.99 on that one. We've got more on the way. Look at this little sneak peek of something here for you. Is mention this, the Brazilian Paraíbas we have in this really cool new design we've done. It is so now. Because, you know, if you're making something cool, look at that. That is that burnished. Look at those Paraíbas. We have this little collection of Paraíbas. We weren't sure, you know, with the smaller stones, they're not really good for a center stone. So we thought about what can we do to make something really high style and new and fresh. There you go. So Brazilian Paraíbas are going to be coming up in that disc style pendant. Our bracelets are here if you want them. My gosh, that's an amazing value. And let's blow out this Paraíba, because that is very, very special. And here it is. This is the Paraíba in that teal, blue, green. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? What a look that is. And this is actually going to look like a heart shape, but it's actually a pear, or almost like a subtle trillion, and like a trillion with a rounded corner, or a really, really squatty kind of rovely pear. And it's going to be 112-9494. That's our private collection Paraíba, 70 points on the stone. Genuine copper content, so it's got the copper and manganese that puts it in that high level of material that makes it one of the rarest stones in the world. And if you ask me, I think it's one of the prettiest. And we all have our opinions on what's pretty and what's not. But we know it's rare. Rare can't be argued. Rare is what it is. And this is rare, to the fact that, well, it was only discovered for the first time in 1989. I say first time because we had the Brazilian discovery, which was the first initial. There were discoveries later in Mozambique and Nigeria. They followed years after. So there was kind of a break where it was just a few little Brazilian stones, like what we're going to show you in that pendant later. And then we got the bigger stones generally out of Mozambique and Nigeria. So it was almost like a part 2 of the discovery. But that was only in 1989 when that began. And here we are in 2025, and they've been gone out of all 3 sources for a while. So there was a very short-lived opportunity. It was a small window to get this stone. Part of why it's rare. The other part of why it's rare is that, here's the thing we don't talk about nearly enough, is that most of this material is highly, highly included. visible, not talking about putting your loop up to it or putting it under a GIA microscope and going, oh yeah, I see a bunch of goobers. I am talking about visual inclusions. Most of the time, you're going to see a lot of visual inclusions with this stone. That is why it's like some 98% of them are going to have eye visible imperfections and inclusions, even if they're smaller stones. The beauty of what we do here is that you can watch for years on end and look at Paraibas of different sizes, different colors, different sources, and not find those inclusions. Where are they? There are no eye visible inclusions, and we are getting you real up close to them as well so that you can see what we're talking about here. That's not an included stone, and therefore it's bright, it's neon, it's bold. Do you love it? Isn't this the coolest piece ever? And by the way, it may already be gone, but wait till you see the price tag, because instead of $49.99, we're gonna do something very, very special. And I'll tell you right now, the inside, gorgeous. We can also change the gold color if you want me to. We can go white gold, we can go rose, but if you can peer through that undercolor, you're gonna see how clean it is from the back. Always a great way to evaluate the clarity of a stone if you're just wondering, is it faceting or is it just a beautiful clean stone? This one is both. It's both things working together. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and we're gonna blow it out right now. It's gotta go. It's only $1,999. That's it. $19.99, it's gone. Congratulations. And then I have this really, really important Paraiba that is also going to be the purple. It's large. Here's this one, 9 karat 66, just putting it out there because we had our 5 karat go yesterday. Wanted to bring you a stone that's even, well, double that in size. It's 1128522. So just wanted to show you what a 9 karat 66 purple Paraiba looks like. Isn't that wild? Talk about a neon color you don't see very often. That's it right there. A neon purpley pink, really, because these purples, I always tell you, they're different. They're not like everything else. This is, trust me, not an amethyst color. It's not a sapphire color. It doesn't look like those stones. It's different. And that's very important. I think that's key, actually. I think it's really key to see a purple like that, have that amazing, amazing color we love. And what we're gonna do is make sure it's also plenty affordable, even if it is a 10 karat Paraiba, in that amazing clarity we were talking about and discussing. So you've got a great chance to pick this one up. It's also a karat 61 in diamonds, and again, 8522 is the number. And who got that Paraiba, by the way? I'm so happy for them. That's a great color. Oh, maybe they're not even off the phone yet. So we'll find out in a moment, and don't forget about some of the one-of-a-kinds that we still have available, like our gorgeous brooches that we've had, that opal, the tennis bracelets, the panther, the dragonfly, the rhodochrosite. I hope that's just not a sign that it's not a pendant night, because we got a lot of them. But take a look at this, the 9 karat 66 that we have here for you, and the 161 in diamonds. Gonna blow it out best I can. It's one to consider if you want to go the ultimate high-end museum collectible. I'm gonna see if I can get that little water spot off the center. And then here's what it looks like on the hand as well, just giving it a little extra polish. Sometimes it needs a little extra love and tender love and care, but there it is from a distance away. So that's a big one. And here's what we'll do on the value from a $39,999 price tag, going a lot lower than that, significantly so. Taking this on down, making sure you can get it. We're gonna blow that out right now for $99.99. So under $10,000 for one caller to take advantage of that one. Very important stone indeed it is, one of our most important that we have had all time. We will show you that Brazilian Paraiba pendant, that moonstone coming up. I do have the bangles, and we've got a great ruby deal to finish our hour here as well. Ruby rings, 4 of them, and going under cost. It's my under cost wheel. I love an under cost wheel because it's 4 pieces. We're going to lose more money in the next 2 minutes than we could normally on a whole 3-hour show. Just in this wheel. That's what we're going to do coming up, because we got some rubies that need homes. So we're going to make sure they do just that. And here's how we begin. And it's a nice little mix. We're going to see some gold and some platinum. But let's start here with the gold and platinum together. That's going to be one ruby option. We have a band here. This band has a lot of platinum. Look how clean that ruby is as well. Then we've got this more bypass style, but also a lot of platinum there. And then, of course, our final option is going to be this. Ooh, I like that. That's going to be with a couple of the burnished diamonds in different sizes. So all platinum except for the back center, which is platinum and 18 karat gold together. So you get 4 incredible choices, but 2 metals in one on the one. The rest are in platinum. They all stay as is. We're going to make this an incredible value. It's a choice of you're paying no more than one crazy low discounted below cost price for all 4 of them. So simply let me know which one you like the best. Again, two-tone, this is platinum and 18 karat gold. Look at how gorgeous. Cutout details in the platinum. The rest is 18 karat. The 18 karat carries through the back side of the ring. And then the rest, the other three choices, everything in white metal is platinum. I'm going to get you a little closer view. They do have no diamonds in the back center. The rest have more minimal diamonds, but they tend to be larger diamonds. And so you see whether they're pave or burnished, they're really going to be that interesting detailed design. Now, we also have this incredible value that is going to be on its way. I cannot get over this. We're talking about Burma rubies at their best. You're also getting a choice here. Do you like more blue reds or do you like more red red? Because I would say that, first of all, the center stone, and I want to talk about these center stone sizes because they are important, and you can probably tell by now this is the largest of them all. That is the 101 with 10 points in diamonds. Then we go down from there to the 97-point pair. That would be right over here, just under a carat, 97 points in the pair, 14 points in diamonds. The next size down is our 57-point oval right over here on the left, diamond weighted 18 points of bigger stones, and then the last and our half carat would be right back here with that platinum and 18 karat gold setting. It's an under cost blowout. It's not just a blowout. It's not like we said, here are $5,000 rings, let's make them $4,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be one to complain about saving $1,000 on anything today. I am not going to complain about that. I'm going to be thankful I'm saving money. That's what I'm excited about. Did you say savings? Did you say I'm getting the fine jewelry, the luxury I love, but I'm saving money? That sounds like a good plan, because everything else, it seems like it's harder to save money. And this is why when we can be saving you money on important pieces where, again, if you need a little recap on those carat weights, I will deliver those. Again, the big stone is that carat 01 in the center of the front. Get that one if you can, if you're going for bigger size there, because it's really enormous to get a Burma ruby over 1 carat. Remember, the difference maker and why that's so difficult to find is that you do have a stone here that's chromium. That's the richness, that's the element that gives it that rich red color. So that chromium element is also what keeps it on the more minimal side. So you don't see a lot of big rubies for that reason. When was the last time you saw a 10 karat ruby? Nada, right? Not even like a cabochon or a star stone with the asterism. It's really tough. Chromium is the element. It's always there if it's a ruby, so you're not going to see big sizes. That's the deal breaker, and that's what I know a lot of people kind of, we get a little groany about it, like, oh, I really want a big ruby, and then you see a 2 carat and it's $10,000, and that's here. And you see a 2.5 or a 3 and it's suddenly $25,000. That's kind of how the ruby world works. Well, we're going to take all these big rubies, including that 101, and make them under $1,000. How about $999? Or should we go even lower to take them fully under cost? Every single one of them. Make sure you get on the phone lines. We're going to do better than even $999. Incredible value. This is so stunning. And we are going to do better than I encourage you to call in. Please do. Please do. This is so important, so rare. They're not going to be $999. This is your opportunity. I will do better than even $999 or $950 or $949 or even $899. We got to move them. All 4 will go. Talk about a little holiday gift to yourself. This is a color that is seasonless, but tends to be, I think we break out more red this time of year than most. I do. And then February, we do it again for Valentine's Day. And then we think about, okay, but it's always, I think once you start wearing red, you go, okay, I get why everyone talks about red. Such a beautiful color of confidence and power and obviously love and life and all these great things. And to have it, maybe that's not your idea of an outfit head to toe. Maybe you're not walking around head to toe red, but to have that ruby as that bright red gemstone accent that you love, that is powerful, that is glowing, that's great big sizes here. I will make these even better. They got to go. You could melt down the metals and be in business. You could take the stone and abscond with it and go resell the stone by itself, and you'd be doing quite well. Or you can just leave it as is, put it on your hand and enjoy it every single day, and let everyone else around you think you went out and splurged on a $30,000 Burma ruby ring when you only paid how much? $888 instead. So a mega value there with 60 seconds left to go on that wheel. All 4 pieces. You decide which one you love the most, and we'll make it yours for $888. No sizing, no extra, any kind of, if you're thinking, where's the catch? What do I have to pay extra for? Nada. No shipping charge, no sizing, no anything. We can't change the platinum color because platinum is only 1 color. Platinum's just a white metal, so you can't change that. It's not when we alloy like we do gold to make it different colors. So platinum is platinum, so they stay as such. Of course, you have your two-tone option there in the back, and that's going to be it. So $888, amazing. And we've got our final 30 seconds left on those. And then let us know if you have any requests whatsoever. Got a very cool green diamond in a pendant tonight. A green diamond. Good size piece. I know it's another pendant, but we have a 21-point green diamond, so that's a headline. 21-point green diamond, it looks like that. So that's a really cool, almost like a neon green, kind of a chartreuse color, less of like emerald color, more bright than that. We have our big emerald. We'll have some pearl earrings, and we only have 1 minute left till the top of the hour. So it begs the question, from the first hour, we have had brooches, pendants, bracelets, rings. What is it that you love the most from hour number 1? Get on those phone lines. And then we've got a yellow diamond deal coming up it is 1 hour from now. It is at the 7 o'clock hour, which is the 10 p.m. Eastern hour. We are going to see those 18 karat gold bangles with the bigger diamonds. We've got our yellow diamond it's the yellow diamond special of all time. There's no question about it. It's going to be an incredible opportunity. So we do have that on the way, but a big Thursday, and we're so glad you're with us. We've got our final couple of seconds here to wait for those to go. If you have any questions, remember, there is a 101 right there. That is a 101. And if it looks a little different, this is why I do want to point it up towards you. There's half of the band that is going to be mirror finished, and the other half is satin finish, all in one. So it comes to a little bit of a knife edge point. It's got great finishing. I don't know why that could still be here when it's a carat 01 ruby in the middle. Again, I used to be back in the day when I sold a lot of loose gemstones. In addition to jewelry, I did 3 days a week of gems and 4 days a week of jewelry. And boy, did I have energy back then, I got to say. But working 7 days a week is not for the faint of heart on TV, but there were those days early on. And what was so interesting was when you're in the loose gem, I know that we kind of all abandoned that over the years. We don't see as many loose gems on TV, so it's harder to really remember and refresh. Okay, how much would that ruby be on its own? But I will tell you, that is a well over $888 price tag on just that ruby stone. Hi, everybody. Welcome in to our big Thursday night. I'm so glad you're with us. This is a really, it's a big night to be with us. We always have great values on a Thursday night. Really, every day we're here with you. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday morning. But I'm thrilled to have you with us here tonight because we've got a really big lineup. The biggest and best yellow diamond value is here. It's coming up in 1 hour from right now, actually 59 minutes and 10 seconds, but who's counting? It's our biggest yellow diamond deal ever. So that's really important. I want to let you know, if you've been waiting for a 1 carat yellow diamond, this is the ring you've got to have. It's keeping it classic. It's got the double halo. It is stunning. If you're out, and I was doing some retail comparison shopping for you today just to get you, because I know we like to live in TVON world, and you go, yeah, retail, yada, 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 I don't care. I'm never going out there. It's the only other place to find a natural yellow diamond. So we really do offer this incredible little respite here that is beyond what you see anywhere else. And so I'm really proud of what we're going to do because yellow diamonds are going up insanely. Talked about the wholesale world, but again, you guys aren't in the wholesale world either. You don't need to be. You've got us. You're better than wholesale when you're shopping here. You're getting better deals than, yes, a reseller who does that for a living, who's buying in tremendous volume. You're getting the better value with your feet up and your favorite beverage and maybe a snack and sitting back, hopefully in the recliner, just enjoying our Thursday night together. That's how you shop for jewelry and have it arrive to your door. Much better way to go. If you ask me, we're going to talk a little bit about a big special for our top of the hour. Want to put together a little something cool for you here in our moonstone. I know a lot of you missed out on the one yesterday. I get it. So here's my next bridge opportunity for you. Let me just move those aside here and show you this one, because this is where we want to go. I am loving the look that you've got here. And let me know if you have any questions about anything you've seen in hour number 1, because we had a lot of big values in hour number 1, including a lot of unique and unusual pieces, didn't we? We had some really cool ones for you. So we've had a lot of exciting ideas, but I don't know if there's anything that could be more exciting than this moonstone. And it is time, because the bridge was here yesterday. It was a different bridge, it was an oval. This time around, you're getting a different bridge. This is the traditional one with the round. And there is something very special about a round stone, especially with the colors that dazzle like this one does. Oh my. Did anybody request rainbows? You want every single color? You want, this will save you a lot of money, because instead of going out and buying a yellow diamond and a blue sapphire and a Paraiba tourmaline and a pink sapphire and a rhodochrosite and a Paraiba and a sapphire in the blues, and the list goes on and on. You've got one stone that delivers everything, and it's 9692, brand new right now. This is how we start hour number 2 of 3. We've got only 2 hours left to go. And this is that gorgeous 1 carat 64 round, and it's gonna look bigger. These are what the moonstones do. Like other less dense stones, it's gonna look a little bit, oh, by the way, I love that darkness. So I'm just blocking the light here intentionally for a moment, just to show you how really deep and dark those colors are going to look when they're not in the surface of the sun lighting. And you also have this amazing quality where in the bridge that we have, and I think I may be a little out of focus now because we zoomed in, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you here, there's a great detail that you get as well on the stones because you're going to see a little bit of that diamond brilliance. I know you're seeing it already. As you look at the center stone, you're seeing the brilliance of the diamonds that are shining from below. Look at that, that's where they are. So you see the double row that runs underneath, and then the side rows that meet up with the halo. One fabulous bridge. It's the bridge that started it all. And it's gonna be our 1 carat diamond bridge. Any gold you want. I can imagine that. With that particular stone has a lot more of the, some more of the bright yellows that we don't usually see. It's a little more of, there's like the warmer and the cooler tones together so nicely here. It's really very balanced, I would say, on this particular moonstone. Sometimes they lean with the more cool, sometimes they lean with the little warmer colors. This one really is that balance. And that, when you see that side, when it swings to either the left or the right, when you're peering right here, look at the center of the stone through that table facet. What you see is that you're actually seeing like a clear view, it's almost magnified, of the diamonds that are right beneath it. How cool is that? How specialty is that? Who else is doing a bridge mounting? I know everyone would like to, but the problem is then they start to actually make it and build it and go, whoa, that's a very costly mounting to do because we're piling on essentially layer after layer and layer of gold. Then we're adding all those diamonds that go from side to side, top to bottom, in every which way. And then you've got the incredible center stone in the middle, which these are top quality. And nobody, as much as we would love to have moonstones all over the world that look like this, you know what they usually look like. You've seen them. Completely colorless, just a wash of like that white wall. They look like an ecru color. It's basically a cabochon with a yellowy dinge or like a clear colorless. And that's usually the maximum type of moonstone you'll see. This is very different here. And it's that high-end collectible we can't get enough of. It was just 24 hours ago I was standing right here talking about an oval in a different bridge. We got it to a really cool value. I'll tell you what, in order to duplicate that value today, it's going to need some little difference here because I've got a $69.99 price tag on it. I don't know if you can see the photograph of it. There it is. And then there's the $69.99 price tag. So it makes a lot of sense when you consider where gold's at, but we got to make you happy. And that is, boy, if I don't make you happy, I don't know what can as far as a jewelry lover is concerned. So let's make sure we give this a value better than even $6,000. I got to put it on the auction block. Otherwise, I can only discount it so much. I'd love to put it up for $59.99 and go backwards. But there's always that possibility that that $59.99 price leaves it here. And that is not something I'm willing to accept because the beauty and the joy of being here during the show live is we move jewelry. It's about making sure it is a low enough price to let that go. And here's what it looks like on the hand. So another look at it, another perspective on that stone. And look at how just that little different perspective giving a totally different look. You're seeing now the even brighter colors. It just is magical. It feels like a kaleidoscope of bright, bright, bright iridescence. Think of like pearls. We love pearls for their pearlescence, but they never give a lot of color. This moonstone is giving everything you could ever dream of in a multicolored stone, and yet we're going to blow it out for better than $5,000 to start. I know what it's going to take to get everybody involved and on those lines ready to shop. That's what we do. That's why you're here live. Otherwise, we could just like, you know, just kind of hang out and you could shop 24 hours via like a website. Here's how we're doing this instead. The opportunity is here to save a bundle, not even do $69, $5,000, $4,000, or, you know, $3,500 is really good because that's a real heavyweight gold mounting. And I know we're tired of talking about gold, but there is something to be said with that, you know, speaking to our jewelers this afternoon when I arrived, you know, talking to every one of them, talking about, yes, catching up on life and how are the kids and how's the family and all that good stuff and what are you doing for the holidays, but also that updated level because every day we got to stay updated. The price today is different than it was yesterday. I was here 24 hours ago, less than, and yeah, the prices were, are more today than they were yesterday, and that's how it's operating. So I love that we can go backwards together, you and I together, so we can save you money and get you the jewelry you love. Don't give up on the jewelry you love. Don't give up on quality. Don't give up on natural stones. Don't do that. We're going to go less than even $3,500. Let's go to $3,000. Let's make it really exciting, really impactful. The moment you need to get in on it right now. And for the round, there is something special always about a round. There is. And it seems like these moonstones are getting better and better and better. Every one that I show you, it's just got this amazing, look at it. There's no denying every color of the world. Do you know how many people say to me, I want one of everything? When you come up with the one of everything plan, sign me up, like the subscription service, but you still have more jewelry than you could ever wear in a lifetime. If you got one stone of every variety, one stone of every cut, one stone of every color, even if, let's say, funds were unlimited. Say that, I know, let's fantasize for a moment. Say funds were not an issue. When they say what? Money is no object? Okay, fine. Are you still going to have one of everything that exists in the world of jewelry? Are you still going to have one of every gemstone? We all want to have all these different experiences of color. It's why we fall in love with the sapphires and then the tanzanites and the rubies and the yellow diamonds and the paraíbas. This is one stone that is going to deliver it all, and most moonstone just does not do that. Let's go even lower than $3,000. Let's make this happen. I know we can because the stone is incredible. The stone is what we're loving here. The stone is amazing. And the mounting, well, about as classic as it gets. We wouldn't be making any of the bridge mountings today if it weren't for the launch of this very bridge that really did start this whole craze. And let's make it better than even 29 or 28 or 27 or 26. I'll go $2,500 when you've got a carat in diamonds. Love that. And you also have that very important round, and there is something extra special. The glitter factor, don't think that it's a moonstone. Is it going to have diamond-like brilliance? Not diamond-like brilliance, but you're getting that through the stone, the way the diamonds are set. But it's still, well, look at that. That is pretty much like a bright, light, gorgeous color there on that round. And this is the beauty. They're flawless stones. We don't have any inclusions to have to look through or see past. You've got this amazing transparency. It's not a translucent. This is not an opaque. Look at the transparency, and let's go $10 increments with 60 seconds to get it started. It's my only moonstone today. No earrings, no pendants, just the one ring. That is it. That is all. So that's the only one we've got today. We'll have some pearl earrings on the way. Our little bangle specials coming up if you want 18 karat gold in a bangle. Sounds like a pricey endeavor. They'll be very affordable. So we have those on the way, as well as a big heart-shaped yellow diamond, but also the yellow diamond deal of a lifetime is also coming up in about 49 minutes. So if you know anybody who's looking for a yellow diamond, I do have the heart shape. That's beauty. That's a beauty. That's a 159. But we also have a really nice right at 1 carat. We'll talk about it. So it's going to be coming up next to top of the hour. We're looking forward to it. Our new Brazilian Paraíba pendant is coming up on the way. And then we also have some really fun and a little bit designer on the pearl earrings. Look at this. Have you seen an earring like this before? A half hoop meets a pearl in a huge South Sea pearl. Actually freshwater, but you know what? Funny, when the bigger freshwaters come out, they always look like South Sea, because usually you got to go South Sea to get the bigger ones. Very few of the freshwaters are going to get to 10 millimeters. We've got them for you. No open on my auction. That's okay too. No problem. If we don't have a moonstone lover, that's totally, again, it's tough to play matchmaker with jewelry from, everybody across the country. Never knowing what everyone's looking for on any given evening, which is why I ask you to cheat the system and just tell us what you'd like to see, because we'll always be happy to bring it out for you. But again, if you would like to get that moonstone, call us. We can always bring that back up for auction. Let's get to these gorgeous pearl earrings. I'm so thrilled because we don't have a lot of earrings that are different. We do a lot of hoops of different styles, but we've started out the show with some really interesting earrings that had the jacket style. This is going to be a hoop meets a pearl, and I know they don't sit all that well because that's just the gravity of the situation, but we're going to show you here from a distance. It's like that celestial wraparound design. We've been seeing a lot of, I'm obsessing right now over some earrings that are like more money than I make in a month, because it's ridiculous. They're silly money. They're silly, 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 silly money, but they're really cool and they're asymmetric. So I'm thinking better hold off on those, because it's probably not it's not the everyday style. But one is a crescent moon with a planet, and the other is a crescent moon, and it's got a star. So anyway, they're really fun, but they're stupid money. I mean, really, just again, weird. So here's what I'm going to think about. We're going to see like a more adaptable way to do celestial, because we are seeing a lot of that, the crescent moons, the planets, the Saturn, with the rings of Saturn around different stones. This almost feels a little bit like that. It's just a fresh, updated way to do like what is still a half hoop, because it's going to be diamonds and gold going through the front, just like your hoop earrings do. But instead, it's holding a very, very large pearl, and that's a 10mm South Sea. So you've got a South Sea, or rather freshwater cultured pearl. Sorry, I keep saying that because, again, when my brain sees a 10mm, I think South Sea. It's freshwater cultured pearl. Take a look at them. They're going to be item number 1129461, and they look incredible. Now, I have to hold them up because this is probably why they're not here all that often, because they don't display very well, because you're not even seeing all the beauty yet. Look at them from the side profile. From the front, you get the diamonds that go all the way to the base, and then they're going to look even cool from the back. So if you like to have that more elegant look, hair up, shorter hair, you see they even look cool from the back. The way that pearl is almost looks like it's balancing there. It's going to be a post and butterfly backing. I'll try one on for you. They got a nice length too about them. They're 10mm each, 32 points is the diamond weight, and quite a bit of gold. If you see them here from a distance away, you'll see that profile. And remember, most of the time, I like to show you all the angles of a hoop, because you're never just seeing the hoop from the front, right? That's true. A hoop earring is going to be seen so often from the side profile as well as the front. So that's important to see that beautiful look you're getting. The length of the earring, it's 3/4 of an inch. Top to bottom tends to be that happy, happy, happy length that we like to see. And this is that side profile, and just a way to do, there are traditional pearls, and then there's something with a little more fun. Something with a little edge, something with a designer element to it that doesn't look like everything you've seen a million times over. And yet, well, unlike that celestial design I'm lusting over, that's ridiculous money, I'm going to show you what these look like without a backing. So again, if they fall, that's my fault. They don't have a backing, so I'm just doing my best little, pose to show you. But again, I won't be doing jumping jacks at this moment. I'm already squatting down to show them to you on the ear, but take a look at how beautiful they are from the front. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? See, Tony's ready. He's got the quick draw. He's like, I know they're going to fall at any moment. I'm ready to go back and save her. But that's what they look like from the perspective of on. You're just going to put that little, butterfly backing on the back, and then they're perfectly secure. But I think that's why you got to go with a bigger pearl. You have to go 10mm on this one, so you have that pearl stand out among that hoop. But isn't that fresh? It's item number 9461. These are in the yellow gold, although the gold color is not going to make a world of difference. Really, that's where the profile, where you would see more of the gold. You do have the option of choosing your gold. So isn't that wonderful? You can choose the white, the yellow, or the rose gold. So get them how you like them. But that's a really fun look, and maybe just that really glamorous holiday edition for you. Something that still works, is really elegant, but again, doesn't feel like that big stud that we all have, that we've had for a million years, that's just nothing but a stud. Let's go back up close and take a look, and I'll hold them up for you so you can see what they look like. But I got to make them affordable, because if they've been here, and they've been here once, and they were $29.99, and that's just not going to work for what we're looking for. And you can see the gorgeous purples and lavenders and pinks from that pearl. So a really high-end freshwater cultured pearl. It's still a real pearl. It's just, again, been given a little bit of help. It was made in a controlled environment as opposed to the depths of the ocean somewhere. So here's where still the mollusk makes it still natural in its color and a big size in that diameter. And we'll blow them out, because I knew it. $29.99 is not going to work for anybody. It's not going to be the happy price point. It's not going to get you the value you need. It's not going to be the one you want. I know we're all waiting for a yellow diamond. I get it. But that's still 43 minutes away. We got to get you some wow factors in the meantime. And I know the yellow diamond's not for everybody either, because that's going to be, well, you'll see. We'll talk about it. But that's going to be the pearl you need to have. We'll blow them out right now. Better than even, oh, skip it. We're not even doing $999. You get one of the coolest, freshest looks in jewelry. So designer and so couture level. And let's take it even lower than $999. Simple and affordable and just amazing. And you know what I'm going to do? We're going to take it even better than $999, and only a few. Amy, I cannot see what your correspondence is, so if you'll let me know, message me directly, because I'm not, or maybe I can see it. Because usually when I try to do that, then my audio is going to blast twice, and then that's annoying. So I'll see if I can read what you wrote, Amy, because I just saw you tag me, so I don't know what you need, but I will look for it. And here's what we're going to do on this one. I'm going to make it better than even $999. Oh, good. She said, You have pearls coming up. Well, there they are. Perfect timing. Okay, I just saw your tag. There they are. Those are the pearls. That's all I have in pearls today. I don't know if there's any necklaces that I need to bring out. I think we had some still these contemporary kind of wire style necklaces, but this is the way to get the earring. And let's blow them out. $888, white, yellow, or rose gold. And there again is your front facing view. Here's the side profile view, and that's what they look like from the back. So it's a really cool style all the way around. Love the way they look on. So that will be $888 for the pair. If you want the big pearls, because usually it's about a 5mm or a 6mm, and they're very popular already. And we don't have a lot of them to go around because, well, I would love to have 50 of them and have one per state, as they say. I would be really lucky to have just one for every other state. We don't have anywhere near that number because 10mm are really tough to find. And again, we all want what you want. You want flawless. You want round. You want flawless nacre. You don't want to see these big divots and craters. You don't want it to look like the surface of the moon. You want it to be smooth and amazing, and that's what these are. So we've got the $888 price tag. Scream them out when you got them, operators, because I got to keep a very close eye. I just love seeing all the angles and how beautiful they look from the profile, from the front, and to get, it's your diamond hoop, it's your pearl, all at the same time. It is the most updated way to do a hoop. If you're already a hoop collector, here you go. That's how you get the newest and updated latest. In a hoop meets a pearl, and the pearls are big. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us. All right, anybody else who'd like them, let me know. I know they don't sit all that perfect when you see them that way, so that's why I was giving them a little bit of help here, but they are $888 a pair. Thank you, pearl lovers. I'm so glad. Now, we did have some really special, again, that beautiful black agate and diamond earring we had. That's when I knew there was trouble. When those convertible earrings were here at the beginning of the show for $9.99 and they are still here, I knew there was trouble. I know that something might be really intriguing on TV on a Thursday night, and I have no idea what it is because I've been working them. But I will say, that's when you know, okay, when we got the moonstone here too, that's a little spooky as well. There's the moonstone round still hanging out here in the bridge. And now we've got, and we all just may be waiting for the big yellow diamond deal. If you don't have a yellow diamond that's natural yet, it is time to get one today. The most incredible value we've ever seen on a yellow diamond. And then look at this. This is my gold quartz. Let's just give out some jewelry, okay? Give it away. We've got the matching earring as well. It's a set, but you don't have to get both. This is the most designer and lavish luxury gorgeous gold quartz we have. It's 1125365, and happy Thursday, everybody. I'm so glad you're with us. Again, let me know what requests you have because we're almost out of jewelry because I've shown you a lot of it. We're only 80 minutes in and we've got another hour 40 to go. We've got the yellow diamond coming up at the top of the hour. We'll give away some Brazilian Paraíbas tonight. I want to show this on the hand. This is 5365. I'll try to show you the earrings as well so you can see what the whole set is going to look like. But it is this teardrop shape, so we mimicked it in the design and gave you a design that's going to carry that through with this longer length, and you're going to get a 1530 on the gold quartz itself, one of our larger ones, and boy, they've gone up in value too, because if gold's gone up, so has gold quartz. That's 24 karat pure gold that's in that stone, and it's most of it. So you can imagine it's set in gold, but the gold in the stone is also significant, especially in the size. And then we've got a diamond weight of 87 points, all bigger stones there. So I don't think this has ever been on the air. I certainly wouldn't show it at $99.99 because I know it would be a waste of airtime. Not that it's not worth it. It's just sometimes we make these over the top. We get very overzealous. We get excited. I myself are one of those designers that I'm not working well with today's gold world because I love a heavier, bigger, bolder piece. So I'm not able to make designs I love without really incorporating tens of thousands of dollars of gold to start. That's the difficulty of today's environment. Here you can see we have 1 3/4 inches top to bottom. We've got the gold in the quartz and we've got the gold outside of it, which is quite significant. And look at the finishing on the backside. So a really beautiful undergallery you have here as well. This is one that took out of the vault because at $99.99 knew it would stay here. That was years ago, like about 3.5, 4 years ago when this was made. Well, this is my whole concept of taking these vault pieces. I'm never going to show it at $99.99, but today when I'm given the option to say, this is what they tell me. They say, Lauren, you know what you're doing. You've been doing this a long time. You give it the price it needs to sell. And then we put it on the air one time. If it doesn't go at the price you know that it will sell at because you know what a great value is, so do you at home, then we will melt it on down. But at least let's take all this workmanship that went into it and it's on the neckline, let's give it away. That's what we're trying to do because there's a lot of work that went into this. So we want to make sure that that doesn't go to waste. So if you love the design, you can get it at the discount. I'm going to give you the price that it needs to make it the value of a lifetime. And then you can say yes or leave it here. But we don't see it past today because it's either sold to someone else and shipped out to them, or it's going to be melted down, one or the other. So we'll take it up close as well. And then we've got some matching earrings. I just can't quite get into them yet with one hand. But we will do this for better than even $4,999. I will show you there's a match in the earring. Did you get some pearl earrings over there? I would love to. Where is Neil calling us from? He's in Texas? All right, we got to say hi to Neil real quick, Tony, before I know that one needs my help. So just want to say hi to Neil. He picked up some of the pearl earrings. Hi, Neil in Texas. Thank you so much for shopping with me tonight. Glad to have you with us. And whomever is going to be wearing the pearl earrings, I hope that she loves them. So congratulations on those and thank you again. Let's go back. We're going to show you the matching earrings as well so that you see the set possibility that you have because it is literally the match. Same design, same under gallery, same everything. We can get into that as well. But just want you to know that's an option and a possibility. I'd love to see somebody get both. But here's the pendant, which is where we begin. And that one's going to be, let's just blow it out, not even $39.99. One only opportunity of a lifetime with this much gold and all bigger diamonds. Look, there are only 9 diamonds in the piece. And that's accounting for, you see it, it's almost 90 points. They're almost 10 points a piece. And there's the under gallery. And you can see all the gold that goes all the way through that quartz gem. We're going to blow it out right now, $2,999. That'll do it. And then we're going to bring out the earrings next and show you the earrings to match. And we'll give them the equal stunning blowout. So you can get the whole set, hopefully, if you want to. There again are the big diamonds on the sides. It needs a little extra polish. This one is just really, you're going to need to carry a little cloth with you. You know, have that little sunglass cloth or whatever you need because it's a lot of gold all the way through that amazing designer, completely custom pendant. And then let's show you the earrings as well. Here's the earring, which is 1125364. Here's the earring, and I'll show you both. And they're going to be a little different stones, but coordinated beautifully. You get 869 in the carat weight in total here of the earring, both in those pear shapes, 56 points in the diamonds as well. This one's got the bigger tweezers, but see there. And again, they're not even trying to be exactly twinning. There's no such thing as 2 identical gold quartz, but that's the beauty of it. Also, big diamond weight here, 56 points, the same bigger diamonds, 9 of them per earring. Post and butterfly backing, great finishing, and we'll show you the length. And the earring's going to be even more affordable, and that is a lot of gold you got here in that 14 karat gold earring. Of course, getting ×2 with the fabulous earring match set, and there they are, 1¼ inch top to bottom. I got to put one up against the ear as well. Again, they're a post and butterfly backing. So I'm just going to hold one up for you, give you a little idea of the size here really, really quickly, and then we'll be on our way with this incredible price tag that they get. But you can see that great length, and they're going to have some really good movement to them as well. The way that they are all set with that little O-ring that drops from the diamond top portion to the pear shape at the base. We're going to make them $1,999 for the earrings, and that's only one pair, and that's it. So $19.99 gold quartz collection. It's $29.99 for the pendant and only $19.99 for the earring, and we're going to take another close-up look at them as well and show you what they're all about. So here we go. Earring lovers, that is something so unique, and you have the ability to have something that's custom for you. Nobody else has them. One kind, one look, one style, one design, and yet the whole set would be under $5,000. Think about getting that as a set. There you go. There are the 2 earrings together, and then I'll remind you what the pendant's all about here as well. Staying in the yellow gold, of course. Here's the pendant one more time so you can see that one. That is a great way to go. So $29.99 for the pendant, $19.99 for the earrings. The entire set would be the way to go if you can at under $5,000. And then we've got tanzanite. We went, I think, most of yesterday without too much tanzanite, at least in rings. So we're going to bring out some tanzanite. Plus, in 3 minutes, we've got the bangle. It's the bangle blowout, the bangle wheel. Yes, I have 18 karat solid gold bangles, and they're going to be a blowout price. So I need like the gold lover out there to be ready for the bangles in 3 minutes time. And you know, here's that moonstone that never received an open. That is shocking to say the least. And we're melting down the gold quartz starting, I guess that's happening tonight because I know everyone's doing a late night. We're pulling a late night tonight. So again, that's going to be the meltdown process starts tonight. So please don't wait on that incredible gold quartz set. You've got moments to think about it. I would imagine somebody is going to be taking those, probably a collector, a designer jewelry lover. But just a reminder that we still have this carat 64 private collection moonstone with the 1 carat in diamonds in the bridge. That was a $2,500 to open opportunity on a bridge mounting, very high end there. So really want you to think about that one if you want that last of the moonstones in a round. It is a beauty, isn't it? $2,500 to get that on started. And then green diamond is here too. Green diamond's a little pricey because it's a 21 point green. And then anything else we can help you with, it is time to let us know. And then we are at the bottom of the hour, close enough. So what I'm going to do is introduce you to some bangles. And then we're going to do that yellow diamond deal. It's only 31 minutes and 40 seconds away. So if you are waiting on the yellow diamond deal, you don't have long to wait. And tell a friend too, because for as many of you have yellow diamonds already, you might want to tell that person who's been hoping and maybe wanting. Now, I know not everybody's willing to, used to be my journalist backgrounds, we'd talk about nobody wants to reveal their source. Sometimes we would keep things off the record because you never wanted to, like, if you got like the juicy scoop, you had to do it with usually anonymity. So you would say, okay, well, my sources tell me, and then you'd go from there. And usually that source would rather stay anonymous because they're given the scoop, right? I got to tell you, if you keep all of your jewelry shopping secrets to yourself, I totally understand and totally give you that right of privilege. But honestly, if you are a real true friend and you know somebody's looking for a yellow diamond or maybe they've admired yours that you're wearing, you may want to tell them about the deal we have coming up at the top of this next hour. So it'll be 30 minutes from now. But right now, 18 karat solid gold bangles, bracelets. You're going to love this. And let's move aside the moonstone to make room for, oh goodness, we're going to start here with the rare. This is a heart-shaped diamond. Yes, a heart-shaped diamond first. And these are all, forgive me, I'm going to have to mirror, give them a little polish here. They're all mirror finished. And this is the headline. They're all bangles that are made of 18 karat solid gold. So not something you see every single day. Here is the marquise cut. I'll tell you what I would do, because I'm a stacker and a layerer and I love the whole bangle arm candy look. I would really seriously consider that if you love one, I think you're going to love all three. And you may just want to go ahead and take all 3 one-of-a-kind bracelets. I can only imagine what it's like to give 18 karat gold. There have not been many times in my long lineage of giving jewelry gifts to people I love. There have not been many opportunities to give anything in 18 karat gold. I would say that this is going to be probably one of those where, yeah, I think that it's safe to say that moving forward, it's going to be tougher to give 18 karat gold unless, again, money is no object. So yes, I love the idea of the bangle bunch. I feel like we should have 9 boxes on the screen right now and have 9 of them, and maybe they're blue like green screens behind it, and we're all dancing to a cute little, catchy tune. That would be the Brady bunch, in which I don't live far from the original house where they shot the exteriors of that show. So every now and then, it was just a couple days ago, I drove by it just because I just like to be nostalgic that way. It's a show that I didn't grow up with, but I like to watch it in syndication. So we're talking about our own bangle bunch here, which is just equally as fabulous, and they all get along so beautifully. So I would say if you can get 1 or 2 or maybe all 3, you do it, because this is the blowout on our 18 karat gold white gold bangles. They can go out tomorrow. They each have their own individual diamonds. Now, they're not supposed to be big old solitaires. This isn't the ring you wear when you get married on your left ring finger. This is supposed to be more, it's again, and I don't mean minimalist in the sense of people hear minimalist and they think it is small. There's nothing small about this 18 karat gold bangle. It's a ton of gold. There is not another piece of jewelry I have in this entire vast inventory that's going to have more 18 karat gold than those bangles do individually. So that's a lot because it's a bangle. It's not a ring where it's going around a size 6 finger. It's going around a 7-inch wrist. These are all going to be best for your 6.5, 6 3/4, 7. And really, I would top out at 7. Usually the average sizes are up to 7.5-inch wrists. I would say with this particular designer style, if you go any higher than a 7, if that's what you typically wear, this might be a little snug for you. So I'd say 7 inches and below. This is who it works best for. Take all 3 if you want to, because we have this incredible blowout price for you. And it's going to be, let me show you the carat weights of each individual stone, because you see there's a heart shape. Yes, right up front. There's the heart shape, and I'll try to move them. I know they're swinging all over the place, and we'll get you a little closer view. And there's the heart shape first, which is your heart shape set right there in the center. It's always going to stay up top on your wrist. Then we have the marquise. Notice they did the bezel, not the prong. So the marquise is all done with the bezel around it, and then the other two are prong set. The marquise cut is a 14-point diamond. I can't remember now. Did I tell you about the heart shape carat weight? Heart shape is going to be our 18-pointer. The marquise right behind it is going to be a 14-pointer, and then the oval is the largest. That is the 20-pointer set east to west. Now you just need to decide, how many do you want? There's only one of each. They have a really easy, simple, there's a teeny little textured button. So when you have them fastened and closed, I'll show you what that looks like. It is hard to detect. That's why we leave it up to your feel. You're going to feel there's a little textured area right here. You can probably see it right there. That's where it's going to open up. So where you feel that texture, that's where you're going to just press it down and open it up. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that when I'm down, because I'm dealing with some very severe tennis elbow from some very serious weightlifting. So I can only do certain little movements in certain spots. But there you can see it's open. So you can see how it actually fastens closed and then opens up. There is really no need for any figure eights because it is such a secure hinge closure, and it also keeps the seamless style going. So I'm going to pop one on for you so you can see how it's going to look on. And again, a beautiful look, just a really, this is an iconic type of style. Of course, all that 18 karat gold is pure, pure, pure luxury. That's what it looks like on with the oval. Obviously, it'd be great to stack together. I would love to see it stacked with its counterparts here. So consider that. But let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and blow them out. I know this is a little intimidating because when we see 18 karat gold bangles, we think about, okay, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, please take a look at what solid gold, not platings, not vermeil. Vermeil is just a fancy French way to say plated. This is a solid 18 karat gold bangle. It's like we do our nail bangle, except these are a lot more affordable. And the nail bangle just has a couple little diamonds. This is different. She's got one big diamond. Again, 20-pointer on the oval, which I have on. The heart shape is the 18-pointer, the next size down, and then the 14-pointer is the marquise, but it looks even larger because of the fact that it's bezel set. I would really think about getting all three and wearing them together. Maybe you have a favorite carat weight or a favorite size or a favorite shape you love, or maybe you're getting the heart shape for a gift for a loved one. This is going to be one size fits most. It's our bangle blowout. It really is. Now we got to put the bunch with the blowout and the blowout with the bunch, and here's what we're going to do. They all originated at $59.99. Great value, but yeah, it wasn't enough for our audience. Actually, whoops. Okay, so I'm sorry. The small marquise, I say small because it's the smallest of the three, that was $59.99. The heart shape and the oval were more. They were $69.99 because of the bigger diamonds. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You and me, we're shopping together. Got the values. We got the really, really extraordinary discounts. We got the 18 karat gold. We have had so much 18 karat gold tonight. It's been fantastic, hasn't it? It's been an incredible night for 18 karat gold and for platinum. And now we're doing the bangles, which is so high end, so stunning. And you know what? We're going to give them away. Come on in. Don't be shy. We only have one of each. And somebody probably who's really smart is going to take all three because the value is so good, and then you stack them and layer them. Maybe one day you wear one and then the next day you wear a couple. It's all up to you. But we're going to take it a lot lower than even $5,000. That was my lowest of the three, and really two of the three were $7,000, not $6,000. So this is your option here. You take whichever one you like. Let's see, heart shape, marquise, and oval. Are you already thinking about one, Jason, or do they want all three? We're going to go a lot better, a lot lower than 5 or 4 or 3. And again, we'd be wiser to melt them down. But remember, jewelry is much more than just the materials that it's made out of. Jewelry is made, it's one of the few industries. Who was it, one of those big like financial guys said today that almost every job is going to be obsolete in a few years? That scared me. I was like, wait, what? He said there will be like no jobs because obviously technology, AI, all that stuff. And I'm going, oh my gosh, oh boy. Jewelry is one of those that is still handmade. At least not all of it, but the jewelry we do that's high-end is still handmade. You've got really skilled, talented men and women who spend tireless hours literally hand-setting diamonds, like you see the pave we do in that bridge mounting. This is something that is lovingly crafted. So I know it sounds irresponsible to price them under cost like I'm about to do, but when you think about the hard work that goes into them, making jewelry, I know you're here for a value. I get that, but you got to realize we're going so far backwards. Well, I should go this way because that looks backwards on TV. We're going so far backwards on the price for you just to make sure that the pieces can go, because as much as it'd make more sense for us to melt them down and make more jewelry for you instead of buying new jewelry at $4,100 an ounce pricing, we are letting you have one last opportunity. And you're getting the savings that you could not make it for. And how do I know that? Because we can't make it for this price. So here's your value, better than even $39 or $29. And again, you pick one of the three. You pick the heart shape, the marquise, or the east-west set oval, and they're going to be out to you in no time because they can go out tomorrow. There's no sizing needed. There's no color change of gold possible. So you're getting them for better than even $2,500. This is not normal for a bangle of solid 18 karat gold. It's not. It never has been. I've been doing this 25 years. If we were back in 2000, the year 2000, this would not have been a feasible price tag for an 18 karat solid gold bangle with a big diamond in the middle. But it's happening now, 25 years later, and it's not $2,500. Jason, which one are you thinking about? They like the 20-point oval. Well, we're going to make it better than 25. Better than even 24 or 23 or 22. What can I tell you? It's a big night for savings. Because if I can't give you savings on a Thursday night, well, when can I? We had our time and tennis bracelets. They're still here. It's a night to remember. It is a night to shop. It is a night, more importantly, to save, because shopping is not fun unless you're saving, or at least that is my philosophy. I am not into shopping. I like the competitive sport of shopping. It means anyone could go buy something. To me, really good shopping is when you get it for a better price than every single other human being out there. And to get fine jewelry at this level and do it tonight for better than 22 or 21 or $2,099, that is how you shop. That is how you shop luxury jewelry that you love, that you'll have forever, wear forever. Shall we take a look? And we'll do better than $2,000 and blow them out, make them $1,999. Anyone you like? Thank you on the oval. Oval's gone. Let's also take a moment, show you, we already have the oval on the hand. So I want to do the same, give a little love to the marquise, which of course is going to be the one that fits a little bit more north to south off of the bangle. So you're going to get a little more interest with the marquise because of the way it sets away from the bangle itself. So we'll do that for you, show you what that looks like on. Then we'll get the heart shape up here for you as well. Here's the marquise, which also is only $19.99 to get that one home. There's the marquise shape, and then we'll do the same for the heart shape as well. Boy, they look so cool stacked. And then you can obviously choose to have the heart shape facing towards you or facing towards the outside world. But again, there's what they look like stacked. So you can see them just, again, staggered them a little bit for you there just to see what they look like. There's the marquise, which again, really giving you that bigger look because of the bezel. There's the heart shape, and they're only $19.99 a piece. So that'll be it. Last call on our bangles. Thank y'all so much. Glad you like them. There's no better value than what you're seeing right there. That is for certain. So take advantage of it really quickly here. We got the 14-point marquise cut, the 18-point heart shape. Those are the VS diamonds among your 18 karat solid gold. Thank you. And Jason, who was picking up that oval, I'm so happy for them. They got it in a hurry. Well done there. But it's time for those two to go. They got to go as well. And we are only 19 minutes away from the yellow diamond deal of a lifetime. And there's still pearl earrings to go around. Still have that round moonstone for you. Still have a really big tanzanite to show, which we haven't shown you yet. And also have that gold quartz set, the diamond tennis bracelet. If you missed it earlier, it's our $291. We have a rose and a white. It's $29.99 for 3 carats in diamonds. So we should probably show that again for anybody who joined us a little bit later in the evening here. But $19.99, amazing. Marquise or heart. So rare to find a heart-shaped stone in anything. We don't do a lot of heart-shaped white diamonds ever. I think actually that might be the only heart-shaped white diamond we've had ever. Yellows I have, but not usually the heart shape in the white. So very, very unique there. And who is that shopping with you, Jason? Who is that who got the oval? Hi, Carol. Thank you so much. Joanne, do you have a favorite heart shape or marquise? All right. Last call. I'm not going anywhere till they go. This is, I don't have a better value because it's so much 18 karat gold. It is solid all the way through. There is not a better value to show you than what's up there on that screen right now. There's just, this is why you're here. for those, what is she going to have tonight? What is going to be the big wow factor? Well, quite frankly, we've had 102 minutes and everything I think we've brought you is really the wow factor in the values. But 18 karat gold in a bracelet, that is just, we live, this is a live show. This is 2025. It's November 13th of 2025. We don't do reruns. We don't run tapes. We don't do any of that. So this is happening in live real time. So to see that value, which feels like a value that I would be more excited about, even if it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago, look at this bangle. And now we're in a gold era we never thought we would see. And gold's only going up, 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 up. So time to get your bangle before it goes absolutely crazy and you can't, you know, we're all probably, like at this point, probably having to sacrifice and think about going plating or going vermeil or going with some kind of, you know, filled like material like a bronze or a stainless, or I've seen so much jewelry in stainless steel. And, you know, I can't, I'm not convinced yet. That's just, it's great. It's great for appliances. I think it's great for my fridge. But I really want my jewelry to be a little bit finer metal than that because it's a totally different look. It's a totally different color. And so to get a solid, again, mirror finish like that as it is, really beautiful look to wear every single day, yes. The 97-point ruby, I sure can. That was the pear shape, somewhat of the bypass ring. And who is this for? Is it also still Carol on the line over there? Oh, someone different. Who? Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Take a look. Shelly will show you the 97-point ruby from the wheel earlier. There's the gorgeous red of the ruby there. That is it's our pear shape. It's set at an angle here. It's in platinum. This is part of an $888 wheel. And that's where half of it done in the mirror finishing, this side done in the pave. Feels like an almost bezel set to that ruby itself, just shy of 1 carat for $888. A fabulous way to go in the value there on $888 for a ruby. It was $8778, by the way, if you're interested in that item number on that ruby. And our last call on the bangles for $19.99. Okay, that completes our bangles. And we're not going to force them on you, but that's all about value. And I know that bangles, everyone goes, oh, well, it's a bangle. Remember when I tell you that a band, and they make most of the rings are a size 6 because that's the closest they do for me. They do most of our sample ring sizes in a size 6. And I've been quoting size 6 pricing for you, and I've been talking a lot about a size 6 band of just gold starts at $2,000 now. We usually see $2,000 in the gold. I say $2,000 for the band because that's really the foundation of a piece right now is $2,000. That's in a size 6 ring. This is a little bit more dramatic in that it's a size 7 bangle, meaning it's for the wrist sizes of 7. So when you get, and the fact it's not 14 karat, but it's 18 karat, that $2,000 for a band I'm referring to is for 14 karat. This is a much higher purity in gold in that it's 75% pure. So you've got that factor as well. And to get that for $19.99, and again, a piece you wear every day. There's so many of you that say, I love all your jewelry, but I never shop because a lot of it's a little dressy for my lifestyle. That's a valid point. A lot of our jewelry has a lot of big material and big diamond weights and it's fancy. It's probably why I'm here. You know, it's like, you know, I'm just kind of that, I like that really high-end, really important jewelry, but I get it that we generally wear casual society. We don't need these, you know, huge rings, and cocktail rings are cocktail rings because they're for cocktail parties. This is more everyday, which I think really is helpful in that you want something that you're going to wear and enjoy, and one thing that you can put on every single day and never have to think twice. Just know it's not going to be too much, still striking and great quality. Yes. I can. Do you want to see them together? Okay, let's do that. We had the Carat 01 oval. I like Shelly's style. She's going for the big rubies. She says, well, if there's a Carat 01 and 97 pointer, I'll stay in that lane. So we're going to show those two together for you as well and get you the look at them. Yes. Oh, and the 57 too. Okay. That's basically the wheel. Almost, because it was here in platinum. Take a look at this, and here you go, Shelly. We'll show them here on the hand. So here's the 57 point, which has got quite the glow. This is basically the majority of what we saw in that wheel earlier. They're all the same price. They're all $888. There's our 57 point oval. I know that one looks bigger. It does. It's a more shallow cut. It looks much larger. That one looks larger than these two. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. You can agree or disagree, but for my money, that looks larger. It's the smallest. That's the Carat 01. There's the 97 pointer, and this is the 57 pointer. That 57 pointer is looking larger than the 1 carat. It just is. It just is. Sometimes stones do that. They have a bigger face, right? There they are. So that That is really, really stunning. So you can also see here how the colors play a little differently. This is more of a deeper red. This is a little brighter red. This is more of the blue red, a little bit of blue purple there to that red. So maybe that's a color preference that you like. Every single one of them is $888. So you get that really big value. These are also set entirely in platinum, and they all do have diamonds with them as well. This one I do want to point out has a little bit of that satin finishing with the mirror finishing, all mirror finished and all mirror finished, and bigger diamonds burnished here and here. So that's our last call. Do you want to see them up close as well? We can do that if you want to see them up close. We can show you all three. We have just got all the time in the world here. We got about 12 minutes till we get to the very, very big yellow diamond deal that we're so excited about. But here we go with the, these are all three for you up close if you missed them. There's the pair, and you see how they do that same thing you saw from a distance. They're doing the same thing here, where it's a little bit like, do you want the blue reds? Do you want the burgundy reds? Do you want a little more true red? That's really what these options give, and I just love that about them, is that we give you options because everyone's got their preference. Don't mind what I do or say. You're still going to choose what you like the best no matter what. Which one do you like, Jason, or do you have other questions? Okay, which one do we want to see the inside of? This is the 97 pointer, here's the 101, and here's the 57 pointer. Sounds like we've got it down to the two ovals. Two great looking ovals. One more of a roval, certainly on the left side, the true oval in the center. All right, pear shape also here. All right, let me know if you like those. And then here we go, 10 minutes left till our top of the hour yellow diamond deal. The yellow diamond deal is extraordinary. Just truly, I tell you, I had this ring the other day, well, at least this mounting, with a yellow diamond. And this ring was here just a couple days ago for $7,999. Today it is not going to be anywhere near that. It's 10 minutes from now, and it is the most brilliant, beautiful, all-natural yellow diamond. We're going to talk about it at the top of the hour. Make sure you stay with us. Tell anybody who's been hoping for a yellow diamond in their collection, make sure they're aware of what's going to be happening at our top of the hour. We're very excited about it. And this is our ruby selection, trio 888. Why are they still here? That is just, it's alarming, really. It's alarming. It feels ominous is what that feels like. When you put up fine jewelry that is not sterling silver fine jewelry, I don't consider sterling silver fine jewelry. That's just me. This is really, I really want to see that gold or that platinum, the two most precious metals. These are all platinum settings. Did Shelly get all of her questions answered? She's happy? Okay, good. So Shelly, thanks for asking about those. And there again is a little recap for Shelly or anybody else who would like to go ahead and get them. You are more than welcome to do so, okay? $888 a piece. They're luxury rubies, all out of Burma. You can see really if they weren't, they would be orangey or they would be pinky or they would be all these like brown colors. We're not looking for that. We want blue reds, and you can see all of those are really defined by that blue red. Also have this really cool mounting with this tanzanite. There's an Asher cut here. It's a 6 carat pluser on the Asher, so that's still to come in the show as we approach our last hour. And we should probably just give away this Paraíba pendant as well. It looks so cool. So if you are kind of like keeping up with what's going on in the jewelry world, something classic has always been here, but it tends to be, right now, there's these classics that are coming back in full force. And really coin jewelry is one of the big looks right now. Now, I love my liras and my things like that, but I will tell you right now, this is still that same type of look, medallions. Medallions that are done in a way where you still get this charmed medallion type of coin effect because it's a large circular surface area of gold. This time around, though, we really updated it. We went with that number 112, 9683. And I'm holding it because that suddenly looks, okay, strange. That's with the glare, there's without. So you can see the high polish of the gold. And then we have the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different Paraíbas that are mixed in. And there's going to be 10 points of your Brazilian Paraíbas. So they are the original find. 10 points in total, gorgeous rounds. There are never going to be those really big Paraíbas out of Brazil. The big ones are considered 10 points, like for one stone. This is 10 points overall, and that you have the smaller rounds set within, you know this is burnishing. Some people like to say gypsy set. It's all the same thing, burnishing into the metal. So look at that, it's flat. When you put it down, flat. There is nothing that's raised or elevated in the stones. You can see it there from the side. It's a completely flush setting. Now I got to show it to you on the hand here because the size is just, this is just cool. This is like the cool girl jewelry that we love. Of course, it's got the, I'm going to continue to hold it at a bit of an angle just so you see that it's mirror finished. We do have white gold only on this one because it tends to be that great look with the Paraibas. It's going to be a size here of 1 inch with the bail. Diameter is about 3/4. And let's take a look at it here on the neckline. Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? So again, the beautiful mirror polish and finish, which ends up being fallish, but it's year round. So don't forget about, fall-ish, that's like certain outfits. But this is really, again, mirror polished. So you've got all this great finishing. It's got this great round, the rounds in the round, the disc style that we're loving, and really one of the rarest stones in the world you can ever get a hold of. And you're getting so many, and they're the brightest. They are so ultra neon. Karen, we've got a couple of bangles to show you before we get to our top of the hour, but want to make sure this is affordable for one and all who would like our rarity. We've never done anything like this before. Definitely something updated. You see the great finishing it's got in the back as well. Still going to be lifted up off the neckline a bit so that it's going to be nice and comfy and just no choices to make. So it's ready to go. It can ship out tomorrow. Love that aspect of it. You know, nothing like instant gratification or as close as we can do in that we got to send it across the country to you or probably somewhere further than just a block or two away. So here's where we go. Get you the great value, better than even $29.99 our OG price. We're going to blow it out right now and make this just, you know what, skip it, skip 2000, skip 19. We got to move jewelry and we've got an hour and 6 minutes to do it. So 66 minutes to go. Tanzanite and yellow diamond still to come. Your requests, like Karen was wise, she just gave us some requests. We're working on those for you. Bring them up next, but I'll do this for better than $1,500. It is the way to get your Brazilian Paraibas in a pendant. And again, the smooth finish of that mirror finishing in the gold. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? And there's a gleam about it. This is going to do what like the signet ring does in that it catches the light and glows it right back, picks it up, blasts it back to the eye. Amazing. Great layering piece. I love these disc styles to layer. Let's make it even better than $1,500. It's the most collectible stone in the world. Most would agree on that. And yet you have the bright pop of neon blue greens that are undeniably Brazil, because even the Mozambique stones and the Nigerian stones, they don't do that. And we're going to make it better than 14, better than 13. I'll blow it out for just $12.99 on this major disc style, coin style pendant. But I love a good little engraving with a monetary value and maybe the bust of a figure. But I would say it's really more fun to get Brazilian Paraibas the way they're glowing and neon and bright. So that's going to be $12.99 and just a few to go around, just a couple of them. And then we've got some bangles to take a look at. Sounds like Karen's a yellow gold lover, so we'll show you a couple yellow gold bangles that we have for you. They're on the way as well. And again, happy Thursday. Our top of the hour is coming up shortly, and I have no doubt that's what everybody's sitting at, hanging out, waiting for. Here are my two yellow gold, smaller, meaning more narrow bangles that we have for you, Karen, and anybody else who would like them as well, because, well, they're going to be going fast. There's yellow gold, they stay. They're 14 karat gold. There's texturing as well as diamonds. So it's more than just your gold bangle. I don't have a bangle here that's just gold. Even my nails bangle. Even my designer, the style with the big burnish. Everything's got diamonds. We don't have any plain gold bangles. They'd be more anyways than what I'm doing in diamonds. So let's take advantage of these average size. There's going to be a clasp in the back. They also are stamped CJ, which you know is a big designer that we have been carrying of late. So just a little bit here and there. And the best news is, please don't tell them what we're doing on their prices, because it's our prerogative to lose money. And even though we paid more to get the designer pieces here, it doesn't mean we have to charge you more. Because that's where, again, you can go buy this designer in many different places, including on television, and you can go pay umpteen amount of dollars. We pride ourselves in value, so even when it's a designer piece, that obviously should be more, we're going a lot lower. And just because we bought them for more doesn't mean we can sell them to you for less, and that's what we're doing right now. So take a look at our two bangles. It's going to be our 50 points and 48 points, which is which? 50 points in the back, 48 points in the front. So you're going to decide which one you like better in solid 14 karat gold. Now, because they open and close in the back center, there's a little button detail that opens up and releases the clasp or the locking mechanism within the clasp. And then from there, you have this great open style flexibility. So technically, if you want to close it, it's for an average size wrist, but you could wear it as a cuff bracelet. And you could put that on anywhere you want to. and wear it as a cuff style if you wanted to. You could do that too. So it's really up to you. You can layer them, stack them, take a look. There's that 48. Boy, this is more solid diamonds really across the top. This one's more staggered in sections, if you will, with some detailing in between. So just two great options there, but an average size fit, or you can leave it open and go all the way up, like, you know, wear it as a 9-inch anklet if you want to. Whatever you want to do, but you see how the extra room, if you don't clasp it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fly off your wrist because it's still going to have just an opening of about ½ an inch or so. So just like you would wear a cuff. But we're going to do either one, your choice of $1,599. We got 2 minutes till our top of the hour though. So we got to rock and roll pretty quickly through these two bangles. Make sure that they are, well, they should be going. They're one of a kinds, and either way, lots of gold, beautiful larger diamonds. I love the large diamonds too. I mean, that's what you're getting either way. You get the really in the 48-point version, which is in the foreground there. You get the larger, and then you see how they're staggered with the stone set in the link. And then you have the really all throughout here in the second version. You've got a chevron style etched in the link itself, and then you've got the bigger diamonds all the way throughout. So two great ways to go. $1,599, your choice of. So we were just going to give it a general idea here, but I guess we can give item number 7836 is going to be the 50-pointer. That's the one you see at the top that's open. That's going to be 7836, 14 karat gold and 50 points. The other one's 14 karat yellow gold with 48 points. So your choice of there, $1,599. The price is the same. They're pretty close as far as that carat weight, and of course the fabulous gold as well. So two great options, and anybody can shop them as long as you are the first caller, because there's only one of each, and when they go, or you could get both. A little over, yeah, for $3,200, you've got both of them coming your way, and then you've got your whole little layering set. A great little way to do shimmering, stunning bangles. Okay, so $1,599. Thank you, Karen, for the request. Requests don't mean they're only reserved for that person. We have a lot of jewelers. We have a lot of shoppers. We have a lot of collectors out there. So again, if you see the piece you fall in love with, yes. Which one do you like, top or bottom? So the one on the top just sold, which is item number 7836. So 7836 is gone, 7837 is left, and 7837 has 48 points in diamonds. So that is going to be last call on the bangle. $1,599 as well on that one, and it opens the same way, all the same sizing and styling and all that. Hinges in the back, and again, CJ, very designer. Okay, so coming up, love that too. Love a great designer piece without the designer price, because I like designers. I have nothing against designers. I wear designer jewelry. I love designer jewelry. I just know that, you know, it's kind of costly to get it because you're paying for the name inside. We've got the name inside, and yet you're not paying the price you should. So that is really stunning. All right, we ready? $1,599. Do you have this one? 48-pointer. Is it gone? Yep. This is perfect for, I would say, Joanne, again, if they're closing it, 7-inch max. If you're an 8-inch, no. If you're a 7.5, no. This is best for 7 or smaller. You got it? All right, that one's gone as well. Well, glad we got those out here for you, Karen. Thank you. I don't know if Karen got one, but perfect timing because it is the top of the hour. We want to welcome you all to the show. It's 7 o'clock out here. Glad you're with us, wherever you may be joining us from. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON. We have an hour left on our Thursday night together. We are live from what is normally a beautiful Los Angeles. We're going to have the storm of the century apparently for the next 5 or 6 days. So if I seem a little off, it's because I won't be seeing the sun, and we're going to see that crazy thing where it was 90 degrees. Actually, it was 92 degrees the other day. And now we're going to have an atmospheric river just sit over our beautiful city for about 6 days straight and just dump rain. So pray for us. I'll tell you who the winners are, the roofers of Southern California, starting with mine. But we don't get rain, so getting 6 inches in a couple of days sounds a little crazy. But anyway, so pray for us. We're going to hope that we get through it. It starts tonight and it goes, I don't know, till Tuesday. But we're going to show you a really, and pray for our commutes too. We've been talking about this all day, so I'm really excited about this. We've got 112-9674 coming up. I am so excited about this. I have been talking about it since I came on the air at 5 o'clock because it's a big deal. And it's something that we don't get to talk about. Usually our big deals, you kind of have to tune in to find out what they are. So we're excited about this one because this is the look of a $7,000 ring. I had this ring just a couple of days ago, except there was one little difference. Well, actually, there was no visual difference. The difference in the one I had the other day was the center stone was a 1 carat yellow diamond, which I bring you. I've been bringing you for about 7 years here. We didn't bring yellow diamonds for the first few years I was here. We didn't have a yellow diamond. We didn't have a pink diamond, a brown diamond, a fawn diamond, a champagne diamond, a chameleon diamond, none of them. We didn't have any diamonds except white diamonds. It was our lane, and we just chose to stay there. But then we decided we needed to have some fancy colors. So we brought them out once we could find the big discounts for you. This, ladies and gentlemen, is second to none. Let me show it to you first. Then we'll explain why, and boy, we just had bangles, so let me just zoom in a little bit because we're back to ring territory here. Just had some really large bangles, and thank you to both of our bangle shoppers. We're gonna come in a little closer on this one, and I mean real close, because I want you to get to know this stone. First of all, I'm thrilled with the quality. It's the color. It's the stunning, stunning, stunning brilliance. It's a brilliant cushion cut square. It has got this double halo mounting. And do you remember when I had this the other day? It wasn't that long, I want to say 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. So I brought you something really cool, and it was a 1 carat stone in the middle. Well, 96, 74 is happening now. I've been really just hoping that we have yellow diamond lovers out there who don't have one yet, who have always wanted one. Maybe you are a newer shopper with us, and you're thinking, TV, I thought that was all plastic. I thought TV was just like plastic jewelry, look-alikes, enamel, faux, crystals, CZs. There is a lot of that. There is a lot. There's a stigma with home shopping and jewelry that it's all, you know, costume, trinkets, things like that. And then here we are. For nearly a decade, we have been the leader in fine jewelry on television. Not 24 hours a day, certainly, because there's not enough really good quality jewelry to go around for 24 hours a day. You understand that. There's like, yeah, you can't, if you're 24 hours, you can't be showing that big a quality because there's not that many really high-level gemstones out there. Diamonds is what we're talking about. Yellow diamonds. Could not be more thrilled with this. Here's the trick with this one. This is the what we call light 1 carat. It is a slightly smaller carat weight on a scale with absolutely no visual difference in the dimension, which is the size, which is what the human eye sees. I don't know, the second we talk about AI, I don't know if the human eye is ever gonna be able to weigh a gemstone. Now, probably some of my tech people out there, my tech gods would say, oh, you just wait. But as far as now, and as far as I know, we only look at gems and evaluate them based on what they look like, based on what we see, based on the size we see. That, because I had the same ring the other day with the 1 carat, except I don't like the color as much. This one's better in color. And this is our 80 pointer. That is a big difference maker. Now, 80 pointer, and then it's still got the halo of yellows, 12 points there, and then you probably know 60 points around that in the really massive white diamonds that you get. The 4, the 4, the 3, the 3, so basically 8, 6, yeah, 14 diamonds. So really big white diamonds there on the outer halo. All of this in a classic setting style. In solid 14 karat two-tone gold, it will stay as is because we want everything to match. We want the beauty of the yellow diamonds to be in the yellow gold, and we want the white diamonds to be in the white gold, and everything just works. It sings, it harmonizes. I will tell you right now, this is going to be one of those values that nobody would ever be able to do. And here's the prop, $69.99 on the 1 carat. It looked absolutely no different, except the color on the 1 carat the other day was simply not this bright. Because that's a big factor in yellow diamonds. We care about, okay, what color? And of course you're going, but it's yellow. I can answer that, it's yellow. Yes, but what color yellow? Is it lighter canary? Is it barely there? Is it really just kind of a mid-tone yellow, or does it have that eye-popping sunshine yellow? The brightness, the beauty, the clarity, the color, all of that. That's what we want to see. That's what you're getting here. Some of the brightest, most beautiful, just striking, where feels like sunshine in a diamond. That's what this looks like. That's what it feels like. We're going to do better. And by the way, overall, carat 52, total weight in your diamonds, diamonds, and more. And we've got the value you've been waiting for. It's as simple as I can make it. This is go time. And what we're going to do is give you the value of a lifetime, and this is that chance to own a true, honest to goodness, natural, not meaning from the earth and then let's treat it, not meaning let's irradiate it, not let's bombard it with chemicals and irradiation and heating and all these different things to make it a color it did not start its life as. No, this is natural from the earth, taking billions of years to form in the earth in the first place, then mined in that exact color. The difference is it's just faceted. It's faceted, it's polished, and now it's set in a beautiful ring in a classic double halo design that we simply cannot get enough of. It's a quick little look here at something really special, and you know what we're gonna do? we're going to wow you. We've got and I'm going to show it to you because I'm all about transparency. If your jeweler is not transparent, there are a few people in your world that should be transparent with you always, in my humble opinion. Family members, spouses, hopefully doctors, and your jeweler is really important too. Transparency is important. And I don't just mean the ability to see all the beauty and brilliance of that diamond. I'm talking about, let's just be transparent with this price tag that should have been $69.99. And if your eye can't tell the difference between a 1 carat and an 80 pointer, you could have spent $7,000, or today you could spend $59.99. That is the plan. That was the plan. That is, to me, I'll tell you why that's significant. Because the exact same look, except with a different, not as bright diamond, just a few days ago was here for more money. For more money. I don't want you to spend $79.99. I don't want you to spend $69.99. I'm thrilled that this price tag right here on that bag that you just saw, plain as day, I love that you've got an additional several thousands of dollars saved just because it's an 80 pointer instead of a 1 carat when the mounting hasn't changed. So obviously, is there a big gap there? Do you see a big open space between the center stone and everything around? No, it's filling up the space. It looks exactly like the 1 carat. Here's the beauty of what I'm going to do. I want to get these phones ringing. It's been a pretty quiet Thursday, so I can turn that on a dime. And this is how you do it. You do something that's just not allowed. You break the rules. You do something that $59.99 should be gone. And this is proving it to you. The fact nobody's on the phone line saying, sold right now, and our operators are much more polite. That's me, the loudmouth. I have to be. They're much more quiet and soft-spoken. They do this like that kind of thing. They don't speak, right? It's just we're a very sophisticated bunch out here in the phone bank. I'm the one that's loud and obnoxious. But here's what we're going to do instead of, okay, I try not to be. But here's what we're going to do instead of $59.99. I want to open it up to everybody. And I want to hear these phone lines get loud. And I want to hear the phones ring. And I want to give, most importantly, those of you at home, whether you have a yellow diamond collection in a vault somewhere at home, whether you're saving them and piling up and stockpiling and doing all that because you know what's happening to diamonds. I mean, think about the people. People called people crazy a few years ago when everyone was collecting gold. Where are those people now? Did you give Aunt B a hard time when you heard that Aunt B was buying up the gold and she bought like several ounces of gold? And Aunt B right now is probably, buying her own private island in the Caribbean at this point. That's the thing. Yellow diamonds are going up, 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 up and away. And I'm talking about just like the hot air balloon. It's like out of reach for most of us at this point. So I want to turn it around because we are responsible for giving you values because no one else will do like what we do. So how about we bring this lower than 59 and let's put it on the auction block. Let's go for it. My smallest price on a 1 carat, even in past years here, has been $49.99. I say 1 carat because this has the identical size, the identical look, everything. We got to make this go. We got to find a way. And I told you it'd be a value. I was thrilled with $59.99, but sometimes you got to just go with the flow. You got to modify the plan on the fly during a live show. That's what I do. So instead of 59, listen, this is not a scripted show. This is not a teleprompter drip. People ask me all the time, well, what makes you different from like everybody else on TV? This is non-scripted TV. You know the reality shows, the unscripted TV. Yeah, none of it's unscripted. None of it. I live there. I know. Everyone I know, that's what they do. So here's the deal. This is true, honest-to-goodness reality TV. And the best kind because you get the benefit of not just participating, but actually winning an incredible yellow diamond just for being here and for picking up the phone. I love the idea of those shows where you pick up the phone and you place a vote via like what you dial in. Oh my goodness, we'll send you jewelry. You call us, we'll get you jewelry to your house. Jewelry that should be a fortune. And you get it at your home and go, okay, let's see if I like it. Let's see. Here's what I'll do instead of $59.99. I got to put on the auction block and we're not going to start at 59. We're not starting at 55 or 5,000. I think it's going to take a little more than that tonight. I really do. And look at that 80 pointer. That's the thing. I have a 1 carat, but unfortunately it's going to be closer to 8,000. And it's the more dull of the color. This is as bright as can be. Let me try it on for you and show you what this is all about. We got to move mountains here. And we will. It's not 5, it's not 45, it's not even $4,000. And remember what these yellow diamonds, the ones at least that are natural. I could get, if you want lab grown, listen, I got friends in the business who are doing nothing but lab grown. That's all they're doing now. They're telling everyone in the world to buy a lab grown. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. What if we can beat that price? Have you noticed that even lab growns that are set in gold? Well, that's the problem, it's the gold. The lab grown's worth like 2 cents, and then the gold's worth like 3,000. So what do? Well, that's why the ring is $39.99. They're going, look, it's a value. Here's the thing. You're paying for the gold. You're not paying for the lab-grown stone. They're worth nothing, zero, nothing. That's it. They're in abundance. There's no shortage. They're never going away. There's nothing special about how they grew or what kind of circumstances they grew under. It is just about, let's get you the real deal. And if I can get you a better price than the gold alone, no matter what's set in it, I don't care if you're setting a CZ. If you're taking a little piece of gravel out your driveway and putting it on a gold band, well, it's a $3,000 ring. Everyone's going, oh, what stone is that? It's from the driveway. It is. It's from Pacoima, California. It's my driveway. Do you like it? And set it in gold band. It's worth $3,000. Simple as that. 4,000. This is not going to be. I'm going to go better than 35. We're going to see who's out there. We're going to do something absolutely bonkers, nuts, crazy, loco. I'm going to go $3,000 to start. I haven't had a yellow diamond priced that way in years. Let's go $3,000 to get it started. And a $10 increment, no less. And you're getting the bright, beautiful color, the amazing cutting. Oh, yeah, it's VS quality. It's got, yeah, you're not going to find inclusions even when you're looking under a microscope or your jeweler's loop or what have you. And those are bright yellows next to it, which, of course, visually makes the stone look even larger because we're looking at the outside perimeter. And look at those big diamonds. I was going to calculate real quick because that 60 points may not sound like all that crazy when you realize, oh, wait, there's only the 4 and the 4 and the 3 and the 3. So that's going to be that really splendid, amazing style where you've got so many incredible diamonds. And guess what? Each and every one of those diamonds is about 4.5 points. They're big individual white diamonds. And we don't have 3,000 yet, but we have good news. We have a verification going on. That is kind of the step that happens before the open. And we're looking at beyond the open, it'd be only $10 increments, so that certainly makes it attainable, hopefully, to jump in. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. This is going to be a struggle, isn't it? Jason, do you have someone thinking about it, 3,000? They want to get it started. Looks like they're verifying. They're thinking about it. They're giving it a good old look. What if we go even less than $3,000? I told you, I want to get everybody rocking here. Let's get these phone lines lit. Lit. It's not going to be 3,000. As much as I love 29 or 28, every time I say something, it saves you more money. $2,700, $2,600. What about the nice round number? That's going to blow you away. The first thing I would do is probably, I don't necessarily get all of my jewelry appraised, but I will tell you the important pieces I do. The Paraibas, the fancy colored diamonds, any big diamonds, those are the ones I want to praise because that's usually the step before you get it insured. Add it to that policy. Don't learn the hard way like I did here. I was in the jewelry business, but I was not in the insurance business. So when all my jewelry was taken from me many years ago, I got to tell you, I didn't get 1 penny for all that jewelry. So, and again, usually you want to get that appraised so that there's some kind of established retail replacement value so you can put on the insurance policy. Just a little word to the wise because you probably have some good jewelry at home. So don't end up like I did, clueless. Let's make this better than $2,600. Come on in. The shopping is good. You know how they say the water's fine? Come on in. The shopping is better than fine tonight. It's absolutely nuts. Let's go $2,500 to start. I still got that same one bidder thinking about it there, and I hope that helped because that was $500 I just handed back to you. Same ring, that hasn't changed. Nothing's changed, except now we've got another $500 discount to get it started. Why? Because I want to get the phone lines rocking. We want to get everybody the chance. Let's get everybody a feasible opportunity to own incredible yellow diamonds. Like one really good one in particular. Okay, we have nothing. Zero. This is when I really have to question it. I don't know. This is hard. It's hard. See, people ask me, what's the hardest thing about selling? Selling to people that aren't watching. It's, you know, it is, that is the struggle. Ooh, that's tough. That is just tough. I'm going to tell you right now, we have a new register on the lines. That is not all that surprising. Number one, we've had a good 7 years of yellow diamonds. So I know a lot of you probably are going, I'm all set. And now I'm going to get all the, there's going to be all the comments of, that's a lot less than I paid for mine. And that's a lot better diamond. And again, this is where really important values come to pass. They're here on given days. These are once in a lifetime moments. I'm going to do better than 25. I can't sit here without an open, and I think it's pretty obvious I'm going backwards on this price tag. We made it. It was completed yesterday afternoon. That was the 12th, right? Yes, the 12th of November. That was yesterday. We are so far back of our own manufacturer's cost. And by the way, if you're going, well, who's the manufacturer? Who made it? We did. Nobody else does that. Part of why you're paying so much everywhere else, a big reason, forget about just the gold and just the diamond pricing and labor pricing. It's the fact that it usually passes through 8 or 9 different entities between you and wherever it was made. So that person you're actually buying it from, there were usually 6 or 7 steps prior to that as well. And everyone's making their cut along the way. And you got to pay for it. Here, it's as direct as it gets. From that, basically it's behind that camera to the set. That's all it had to go. And by the way, it didn't pass through anybody's hands but mine. So here's your chance. 25, we don't have an open yet. We do not. Just checking, we don't have an open, so here's what I'm gonna do. We can either bow out and say bye-bye and end the show 43 minutes early, which they want. No, Tony, don't get excited. Yeah, they're not gonna let me do that. Well, they probably would. They'd be like, okay, we'll bring someone else up. But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna power through, because that's what I do. We're gonna find a way. And it just makes the value even better. So if you're thinking about it, think no more. There's sometimes you have to let, sometimes we have to debate the heart or the brain, like what's in charge here. The brain's telling us one thing and the heart's telling us another, and this one should be really tugging at your heartstrings at this point, because that is a value. If I go any lower, you got to take advantage and just know that that ring hasn't changed. But my desperation level in the last couple of minutes has, and we only have 41 minutes left in the show, and I got to sell something. So I'd like it to be this yellow diamond. And forget about where it was a couple days ago with the 1 carat. Forget about the $6,000 it's supposed to be tonight. Forget about the $2,500 that I'm trying to get started in this auction, and let's skip it all. And now I'm going to probably give you what I thought was the best value at $59.99, and now it's even better. And by the way, let's not forget, in the wholesale world in September, the last big wholesale show that was in Hong Kong, we saw the same 1 carat yellow diamonds that used to be $22,000. They went up again. So usually the loose stone, right now, that loose stone in the center is around 20 grand by itself from a dealer. Then you would have to set it up yourself. The gold band is 2 grand, the extra yellow, white, and diamonds together, the double halo, that's pricey. We're at 25, and I will just keep on going. How is there is nobody starting it yet. I tell you what, there are days, and I knew it from the start. You can tell. I had these gorgeous earrings up first tonight, a good 2 hours and 20 minutes ago, and they were the most gorgeous thing. And there were like a million ways to wear them, and they're still here at $9.99. Granted, we'll recap them and they'll sell. But this is just a moment where we got to do something wild. How about 24? 60 seconds? 2,400? Better? We're saving you a bundle here. And this ring, let me try it on again because it's a classic style, can be worn by anybody and everybody. I don't think there's any like age threshold, age limit. Okay, maybe not for your 5-year-olds, but I think maybe like for anybody who's 20s and beyond, who appreciates really good jewelry. You have a new register over there, Jason? Are they registering with the potential of bidding in this auction? Who is it and where are they from? And welcome in. I love to hear from new registers. Deborah in Ohio. First time watching, or has she been watching a while? Let's get to know her. Let's find out. Or should we go even lower than 24? Because Deborah in Ohio is saying, I kind of like this. I don't know how long she's been watching, but if you've watched me 9 years here or 25 years on TV in general, you know I've never done anything like this. But we're not going to leave it at 24 because I am still somehow still awaiting that start. Let's go even lower. Uh-oh, I can feel my career just slipping away. This is not something that should need to be done. And all I'm hearing back there is phones hang up. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but here's what I'll do. We've got requests coming in. That's great. We'll get to those. We've got recaps to do. That's wonderful. If you'd like this ring, value of a lifetime on a natural yellow. And let me remind you, we're doing the natural yellow diamond here. You can compare it all day to all the synthetics and the faux and the different lab-grown versions that are out there. The actual simulated versions. I would feel comfortable comparing this to a simulated version because, like I said, even if you're getting a simulant, a pure made-up look-alike, if it's in gold, it's costing more than this because that's the reality. 24. 23, 22. I'm going to do better. And I fully expect to get a phone call 2, 3, or 20 on this auction because this is just what you call too low. I got 25 years of experience working against me here going, well, eventually the reality is going to hit. And the moment, the epiphany is going to happen where we all wake up and go, I would be absolutely crazy not to get in on this auction. Not that, not that we got to, we'll have a winner, but there's just a way, maybe, who knows? I don't even know if there's going to be competition. At this rate, you never know. The fact I've had to reduce it to this level and still don't have an official open. We got verifications, no open. Let's go to 21. Actually, you know what? Skip it all. Let's get everybody in. It's still $10 increments. I am at your mercy. This is literally, we've heard about like pity bids. This is like the pity open. Like just really, truly getting this started here. I have got to do it. $2,000. $2,000 to start. I'm going to give it 60 seconds, Tony, and then we're pulling the plug on this, okay? 60 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. And what can I help anybody with? Yes, questions? Wait, she got 2 rubies? Oh, Shelly, and that was the gal who was asking about them. So which one did she get, the 101 and the what? The 57 pointer. You got it. All right. Thank you, Shelly. Well, that explains what was going on that phone line. We had Shelly picking up rubies. She got the 101 and the 57. The both, I think it's 2 ovals. Great. So now, hi. Uh-oh, you turned around. That must mean something. I look at the back of your head the entire night, not to mention a fake hand. We'll explain. Can I borrow that someday? Can I borrow your hand model one day? I can? Will it look better on her than on me? We've got 10 seconds left. Do we have the open at 2? What is going on? Tony, help me. Tony, you can find out. Are we broadcasting? Are we on No, forget about Spectrum. I mean, I don't know. That's like once in a blue moon. Are we on direct? We're okay? We're on dish? This is like a dish. I love that old term. That's an old-fashioned term for like a really pretty lady. She's a dish. I like that. I'm going to bring it back. She's a dish. Does it apply to jewelry? She's a dish. And here's the thing. So we're broadcasting. We're on dish. We're on direct. Are we on any cable like AT&T, Spectrum, Fios, any of those? Xfinity. I know we're on YouTube, right? YouTube. I heard from some of those folks earlier. How about this? Do we have the open at 2,000, or are you just like pulling my leg, yanking my chain? Okay. I'll tell you what. Gina Davis said it in A League of Their Own. She said, don't pull my leg. My legs are long enough. Pull hers. So this is the thing, guys. We officially have the open. We have $2,000. I cannot believe what I had to do here. This is why I tell you all the time, you never want to miss a live show. We do 15 hours of live TV shopping every week. 5 shows, 3 hours, a show, 15 hours. I say it's a commitment you make because the things that you witness during these live shows are truly remarkable. So we have $2,000. We've got our open. Thank you so much. I'm going to be giving this a final clock. But first, I'm feeling like, did I not answer a question? Did I leave you hanging? We've got the yellow and the white. It's going to stay as is. We are going to size it for you, ship it for you, and we can't change the gold color. So everything is free that I mentioned. You get it to your home. You see what it's all about. Then you have a money-back guarantee. You got a couple of weeks to do whatever you want. Try it on, get the opinion of others, take it to your jeweler and ask them how much they would charge you to make the same exact ring in a natural yellow diamond. That would be interesting. That's the thing. You've got all this time, so I know that the urgency of the auction is there, yes, because we're going to wrap it up shortly, but it's also that key to getting in because you've got days and days and days and days and days to think about it and to look at it and to evaluate once it's home. And we do that for free. And so many different aspects of this ring right now are free because it's only at $2,000. I've been saying $2,000 for the band. Quite frankly, our jewelers told me today that's a little bit obsolete. They were like, we watched the show and you're doing great, sweetie, as they say, but $2,000 for the band's a little obsolete already. That was good a couple weeks ago. Now it's a little more than $2,000 a band. And I'm talking about just the band in the back. If there was nothing else to it, if there were no diamonds or side diamonds or halos or double halos, none of them. If there was nothing going on, it's $2,000 for a band. I've been telling you that, really trying to reinforce this idea that, well, gold is a little different now. If you bought a gold band back in 1972 when you got engaged or married, and a gold band then was $1,600 or $800 or whatever, different world today. And we're still delivering. And now with a bunch of diamonds that are essentially free. So let's give it a final 2 minutes, shall we? We're at $2,000 and no, there hasn't been another bid. So here we go. Last chance, last call. I'll try it on. You come on in because this is last call. It's going to somebody. We know that. It's not an option to bring it back or even, no, we can't even melt it down. You can't tell us to hang on to it for another day. It's happening right now. This is it. 2 minutes and $2,000. And a $10 increment. Oh my. Because obviously you can't bid 2,000 now. We've got our open at 2,000. You'd be looking at 2010 or more. Power bids are your prerogative. They're your option. If you want to say 22 or if you want to just say 5,000, that's up to you because it's the strategy you play to keep maybe the other bidders out. But here's the thing. We're going to do a final look on the hand here. Look how gorgeous this is. And it's that perfect size. I have a larger hand. I have a longer finger, but I have I would say it's a little smaller than average. I mean, generally speaking, it's a 5.5. So to give you some idea of what that's going to look like, so you can kind of visually adjust based on, your ring finger size. So you can kind of get a gauge for what it's going to look like on. But what a beautiful, dynamic, this is VS, brilliant cutting. That's not always what you see either. We've got the cushion cut square, VS quality. We still, did you know that? We grade our yellows. We still give the grading level so you know what clarity to expect so that you're not going to see any visible imperfections. You're going to really struggle to find any imperfections even with tremendous magnification as well. And it's not a difficult ring to size, but we're still going to do it for you. That doesn't mean I want you to do it on your own, and that's just going to cost you more money and take more of your precious time. That's not luxury. Luxury is having it arrive and it's ready. It's ready to wear. The second you open that box, you start wearing it and loving it, or you give it as that gift to somebody special, or whatever it may be. But 2,020 seconds to go, one bidder. There is no way we are broadcasting to everybody. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. 2,000, we've never seen a yellow diamond deal like this one. And I was so excited 2.5 hours ago to introduce it to you at $6,000. And now it's at 2. Unbelievable. Isn't that something? It's something. I guess that's all I can call that. It's something, at least respectfully, that the FCC won't mind. I'll just leave it at that. It's something. That is some kind of blankety-blank value right there. It really is. 2,000 once, 2,000 twice. That is sold. Congratulations. Well done. There's a huge heart shape, but I can't bother showing that at this point. I mean, if you need a carat 59, it's here. There's a carat 59. That's going to be in the 5-digit figure range there. So a little different there. I have a tanzanite to show you, though. We are going to show you the tanzanite, but that's rare. It's a heart shape. It's a beauty. We have a really nice tanzanite coming up, 9146. Haven't seen one since the fancy cut that I brought you in the pendant early on that was gone in seconds. Now we're going to take a look at this gorgeous Asher. Look at that. Is there something in the prong? Yep, there is. It's like, is that a reflection? No, there's a little polishing cloth in a prong, which makes sense because I had them reset it yesterday. I wasn't happy with the, it was a little off kilter. And I think that prong, yeah, there might be a little something, there's a little fuzzy still there. So never mind that. I'm not going to dig in there with my improper tools. But that's polishing cloth. So here we go. I like it. Stacked. This is what you call stacked with diamonds. The halo starts it, and then they just keep going. We have the perfect halo to surround your fabulous Asher cuts. Always a luxury cut in everything. It's one of the older cuts, too. People ask me all the time, oh, I love the new Asher cut. Well, it's really actually, it's a take of an older cut. It's just back. It's back and kind of better than ever, so to speak, because everyone's really digging the Asher cuts. This is our 6 carat 22, carat 10 in diamonds. See how it just keeps on going? That's actually 3 additional rows, staggered or step design. So you got step facets in the Asher, but then you do that staircase or stair step design of diamonds down the side so that it's going to go nothing but diamonds. When you see this on the hand, you're going to see nothing but diamonds. We're actually going to change the gold too. So if you want us to switch it up on the gold color, I will. We're going to give it away because we got to give you a great value. End of the night is here. We've only got about 28 minutes left to go. So I know back in the day, we used to just be getting started and just getting the show off the ground. Now we're wrapping it up. So this is where, again, 28 minutes to shop, whatever you want. We're going to do a bunch of recaps after this Tanzanite because we got some other pieces they got to go. But look what that is all about. See how it just looks so, again, it's got a lot of gold. Really, again, that beautiful look where it just almost, instead of seeing 3 staggered step lines there, it's more like you're getting a 3-stone style. It almost looks like those 3 staggered rows of diamonds actually look almost like one big kind of chunk, if you will, of one big diamond. That's not what it is, but that's what it looks like from any distance away. And we're pretty close still, but just gives you that on the hand perspective. And it's going to be so affordable, so really stinking affordable. And we gotta love that. So we love affordability with our museum reserves. Here's our 6 carat 22, and looking forward to what we can do right here, right now, on a very special stone. And trust me, if you love the Asher, very few exist now in our museum reserves overall. That's the big thing here. But this one, any gold you want, staggered with those diamonds, stunning look. I gotta move it. I mean, that's what we're doing here. So how about, ooh, $11,999 should be price? Taking it significantly lower than that. Let's make it happen for you. Beauty of a ring. You saw it on the hand, diamond side to side. This is even my ring size. If that was my proper size, man, do you see nothing but diamonds there. It is exquisite. And we're making it a really big value right now. Sending it on out. Seriously, 27 minutes left to go and a lot of jewelry to move, including 1 bangle left, 2 tennis bracelets left, the Paraíba pendant, the gold quartz matching set, the fantastic, we have one of our rubies left. We have the gorgeous Art Deco earrings, an opal, a panther, a dragonfly. We have a lot of pieces to still find homes for, but this one's got to go right now, and it will. Not $12,000. Listen, the Pandora's box of incredible discounts and values has been open wide today. And it just now, like the values for the next few minutes, we'll worry about some profit some other day. It's not today. It's not tonight. And given what we've seen, the incredible values we've had for the last several hours, we are going to see yet another on a museum reserve. This is the material that is nowhere else. And I'm not a big fan when everybody who's showing you clearly light lavender tanzanite is saying it's the best in the world when it is not. There are red flashes in this stone that are remarkable. That's the first thing you look for. If it don't have red, it's not even close to the best in the world. Come on, you know that now. Hopefully if I've taught you anything, it's look for those reds in your tanzanite, because if they're not there, you can't call it the best material. We've got it for better than $5,000, which is already so far below what that stone would go for. A major discount in value. It's happening now, and yet it's not $5, it's not $4, it's not even $39.99. And quite the heavyweight, stunning, diamond side to side mounting as well. And we are, if you want any of the pieces from earlier, get them now before the recap begins. A lot of people are doing that right now on the phone lines, picking up those pieces they're thinking about from earlier before everybody else is seeing them potentially for the first time. But let's make this even better than $39. Because this is something, it's been lovingly created for you. It's our best of the museum reserve when there are very few left to go around. And we have this incredible value that will not even be $39.99. We're going to go even lower, and I keep wanting to say $59.99 because that's where it should be. Rock bottom low, talking about cost, we should leave it right at $59.99. Here's what we're doing instead. We go under $35 for you. We make this the value, such a fabulous, the Asher cuts are the square shape, but of course the step faceting. If you love elegance in a cutting, you go with the emerald cuts or you go with the Asher cuts. They are so far and above everything else you see as far as that elegance factor. It's not $35, it's not $34, it's not even $33.99. Going even lower than that, one caller gets it, that's it. We're gonna take it extremely low. Come on over and take a look at it one more time. Before it's gone, we'll take it down to $32.99 only. That will be it on an incredible, stunning design, and that's going to be that, my friends, $32.99. That's it. And then we got a few recaps to do. We do have a green diamond pendant if anybody would like to see it. We have, okay, still the round moonstone, yes. Oh, yes. That I was just mentioning. Who wanted to see the emerald? Who? Oh, cool. So we've got a really special emerald registered, right? You got it. So 7916, I like their style because a flash is all you need. We flashed this earlier, and well, did someone say flash? Because that is one of the flashiest, brightest, most beautiful gleaming emeralds. She wore mine in Colombia. It's a 214 in yellow gold with 55 points in the diamonds. And what a value. Now, I know 2 carats are a little bit pricey. 2 carat emeralds, even if it's opaque, if it's the deepest, darkest, mossy green, if it looks more like camouflage in a uniform, as opposed to bright glowing greens. Listen, I love some camo. Give me some camo. I love a good camo print. I love all that. But we don't want our emeralds to be that color. We don't want them to be that murky brown olive tone. We want them to be bright as can be. We want them to be lively. We want them to look like beacons. We want them to be able to look like they could light our way in a night sky. That's what this 214 is doing, and it doesn't do any of that without clarity. And this is a type 3, highly included stone. So to get it like this, where it's that beautiful brightness, where I'm gonna even dim the light here for you, you're gonna see how very bright this is. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Light eliminated right here. And watch when this swings around and you see directly into it how much it glows right there. And that's our 214. Diamonds every which way. They kind of form this little bit of a starburst design around it, just in that everything is really emanating from the center, right? You see it just beaming. I love that. It's kind of like what we would see with a beautiful off of a star, or when you see diamonds that are flaring out like this around the sides, and this split shank meeting up with the basket, and this great glow. You think it looks good now. Look at it on the hand from a little distance away. Now we're really checking it out. You don't see any of those little tiny microscopic little details. You just see the glow. And we're gonna reduce it big time. It started at $99.99. Great value for a 2 carat. They're about $32,000 per carat in retail for this level of quality. That'd be $64,000 on a good day, actually more. We're gonna do better than $9,000, better than $5,000, better than $49.99. Why did I bring it out? For the reason that I've been really kind of putting in these really great little pieces of rarity and the material we don't see all the time on the show, and bringing them out at an incredible value because they gotta go. Again, pieces can't stay in the vault forever. We understand some of the more pricey pieces stay longer because we just don't have, you know, a $10,000 audience every day. What we're looking for, and again, my fault. Do you realize if I started here way back on November 5th of 2016, and if everything was 10,000, 15,000, 25,000, if that's how I started hosting this show, we'd be today seeing those same prices and more. And everyone would be all accustomed to that. But because we're all about, we've got this commitment, this core commitment to value. It's like you can buy nice jewelry in a lot of places and anybody can do that. And it's great if you've got more money than you know what to do with. It's for the rest of us who say, I still want to have luxury. I still want to have fine quality, but I don't have all the money in the world. I have to be careful and I have to be really very judicious in the way I shop. This is how you do it. And it's not going to be $49 or $39.99. We got a better value for you, and we'll make it $3,777. First caller on that one, we'll start doing some of those great recaps that we have for you, including somehow, some way the tennis bracelet is here. That's amazing. It's our last 2. We have the dragonfly, the panther, the big Paraiba. I got to show you the stunning opal that we had earlier because that's really amazing. And anything else you want to see, let us know what that is before we do run out of time in about 19 minutes and then not seeing you till tomorrow night at 5. But that, of course, is tomorrow. We're gonna have a whole new lineup tomorrow, and who knows what is gonna be on our Club TVON Friday night party. But we know this, values will be here. $37.77, quite the value on that emerald. But let's take you on a little opal journey. We're gonna head from Colombia and very quickly go to Australia. And no passport needed. Look at this. This is a gorgeous Boulder opal. Looks for the world like your Lightning Ridge. You would not know Boulder versus Lightning Ridge until you look at the back. It's the only difference, really. Sometimes they have a waviness across the top. This one does not. So this looks like your best of the best from the Australian Lightning Ridge material. It's going to be 5954. It's going to be that 388. Had this incredibly very, very rare stone earlier. It's 31 points in all bigger diamonds. Looks to me like we've got maybe 9 diamonds in total. So they're really good size, and yet we're gonna make these all really, the whole thing, scalloped in this beautiful woven style of platinum. Great finishing on the back, Great size at over 1 inch. It's 1.25 inches. All those beautiful colors, especially with the blue background and the bright greens. And we're going to take it on down below. This one started at a lot of money, like $49.99, $59.99. I can't recall. I'm going to do it better. We're going to make this one $1,299. End of the show value. Little recap for you with 18 minutes to go. And I'll show it again a couple of different ways so you can see the look that you're getting, whether it's on the hand here, just to give you that perspective, or on the neckline, which we'll do next for you to see it this way. So you can get all the scopes and all the looks, and then $12.99 for your price tag at checkout to get a great value there. And there it is from a distance on the neckline for you. So a beautiful way to go. It's a lot of platinum. And then, of course, it's really about the opal. The opal's the really strong part here. The diamonds are great. They're bigger stones individually, but it is all about the opal. The opal should never be $12.99. And again, you remember the days of the early aughts when we were talking about a lot of loose stones from Australia that cost a whole bunch more money for a $388 than what we're seeing here. So $12.99, and you got a way to wear it. I always marvel at, well, what are you going to do with a loose stone these days? You're going to go make something in gold? Well, get ready to spend more than you spend on the stone to make it in some gold or platinum. And that is all done, made up, ready to go. A beautiful, like a scalloped feminine design around your pear shape. It's still a free form. It's not like an exact pear. You see how one side's a little shorter than the other. That's where the design is all showing that off too. It's giving it that element of little asymmetry, the way the scallop wraps around it. But that is a heck of a value for $12.99. Got to make sure that gets a home. Plus we have our 2 tennis bracelets, and it's our last call. We melt these down tomorrow. Tomorrow they get melted. I just got that confirmation here because I was curious. I sent a little note earlier to our jewelry department asking if these indeed were going to be melted, even though they're such a classic design, and the answer is yes. Now this is the tennis bracelet. I have a yellow, or sorry, I have a rose and a white. This is 112, or this one goes way back, 111-355. One of the first pieces we ever built here. This is the piece. That's the sample. That's the white. I have the rose gold sitting right here. There are, well, 2 total. So it is a matter of getting in very quickly. It is our classic 2 carat 91. Wear with everything, wear every day. We have done up to, I had a 14 carat bracelet once. I've had several in the 9 and 10 carat range over the years. This is the one that I always say is the go-to. Look, you're not missing that. That is not, for those of you that say, is it going to be big enough? Usually our concern, and I hear this because I communicate with literally hundreds of you every day, the concern is usually, is it too much for everyday wear? Because my 9 carat, my 10 carat, I love to glam it up. I got to tell you, a 10 carat, I'm not wearing that every day. And I have large bracelets. I don't wear those every day. The ones that I like to pile on the wrist are usually the sizes like these that you can mix and match with your bangles, your nail bangle, your what have you, any type of bracelet you like to stack, even if you're putting it next to your beads, your onyx beads. I mean, bead bracelets are huge. Friendship bracelets are huge. I mean, I used to make those when I was a kid, so it's taken me back. The kids today are making those little beaded, ID bracelets and friendship bracelets. All right. Well, I mean, everything that's old is new again. This is the classic that I don't care if it's the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or the 2000s, or now we're getting into a whole different world. This is where you get diamonds, and you wear them every single day. And this can be casual, this can be dressy, it can be for everybody. It can be that amazing gift you give to somebody where they're going to think you spent like, oh yeah, 20, 30,000. And yet they're VS diamonds in solid gold. I was wearing the rose gold, here's the white gold. One of each, 7-inch style. They go out tomorrow. Insert closure. The clasp disappears. The only way you know where to open it is where you see the figure 8s. That's the only way you're going to know, because when you see it clasped and closed, let me show it to you here up close in the rose gold. When you have those figure 8s fastened, this is what it looks like. So you can see it's all about the continuous diamonds. They keep on going. They're over your box closure, so it's continuous. And we're going to make this incredibly affordable. You cannot do this. We couldn't, even back when we made it originally, nearly a decade ago, this was more money then. We're making it lower here tonight. This one is down to just $2,999. One white, one rose, that's it. So if you do need, and here we are mid-November, it's time to get the holiday gift giving done, because we all make that vow, I think, every year to start a little earlier so we can enjoy the holidays as stress-free as possible. Because there's enough of the things that you can't do early, like you can't cook now. You can't start basting the turkey today and have it ready for Christmas evening. We can't We can't, do the feast, and we can't do the cookie baking and all that kind of stuff yet. There's so many things that have to be waiting till last minute. Some of the shopping, though, especially the shopping for the really important things, done early, it just makes for such less stress when the holidays roll around in about a month. So here's where you do it. $29.99, white or rose. Take whichever one you like, but they get melted tomorrow. So even if you see me on the air tomorrow night and go, okay, so I've thought about the bracelet, I did the comparison shopping, I know that lab grown would be more at this point in gold, so I'm just going to go ahead and get yours. Well, by then it's going to be too late. We're going to say, oh, well, we can't exactly put that back together. Even the labor on something like this would be more than $29.99. So go ahead and take it. Try it. You have the money back guarantee despite the discount. It's not like the discount is negating your money back return privilege or the policy that we want you to get at home and see what it's all about and all of that. So you've got that opportunity right here and now. And for $29.99, it's yours in the rose or the white, but do get it tonight because obviously then it's no longer an option going forward in the morning. And this is a beautiful way to go. Plus the insert closure, it's the true tennis bracelet style. It's got the beautiful basket work on the side. It's never going to flip or turn. You see how that basket is like a fortress. It is not a flimsy, tinny, lightweight open prong of a basket. It's got that nice, heavy, sturdy double basket style so that they can be enough little elevation to your diamonds to let the light shine and to give the diamonds all the light they need to be their brilliant selves. And you've got it here for $29.99, so what more could you want? It's an incredible value, and we're leaving it here till it goes. White gold or rose gold only. That's it. That's one. You guys think I'm kidding you about that. You think we're making this. I can't make it. Here's the problem. If we make this tomorrow, and I got this feedback today, I talked to our jewelers about this today because I was marveling, it's been a while since we made these. It's been about a decade. This was made a long time ago, and that's okay. Diamonds aren't gonna, your gold's not gonna tarnish, your diamonds aren't gonna change. That's what happens with the other stuff. This is natural diamonds. Here's the issue. If we made it today, same bracelet, same spec, same gold, it's over $10,000 to make it. So if we just trade jewelry, it's 10 grand. That's us not profiting, that's you getting a great value. But that's today. That's why when we time travel back like this with prices that are better than they were a decade ago, you're getting a value. I say this all the time. If we give you a value and leave a price the same today as it was years ago, that is the best value. But to take it even lower than where it was so many years ago is an even better value. And that's why it's a shame to miss out. It's a shame to wait. Don't do it. Don't wait. Here it is, $29.99. They both got to go. We got the rose and the white. You just simply, or get them both and layer, or maybe you want to get them both and then see which one you like better on. It's no problem. But $29.99, that is the value. And it's something that I know as someone who's, lived a lot of years with loving jewelry. I get it. A lot of us have a tennis bracelet. I have several. You might have several. This is why I'm harping on this November 13th. That might be your perfect gift to somebody. That daughter, that granddaughter, that niece, that sister, that mom, that girlfriend, that wife. I'm talking to my guys out there who are looking and going, I don't know. Jewelry I hear is really expensive. Everyone's, touting these faux diamonds that are man-made. Do I really want to get her that? You don't need to worry about it. Just spend less and get the real deal, and she's going to be blown away. Completely just feeling the love. That's diamonds are really that piece. You never have to wait to wear them. You just wear them every day. Years and years ago, we weren't dressing up in diamonds every day. Now it's a different world. We're wearing diamonds daily. It's not a problem. But this is where, again, that's the stone that really Mother Nature designed it that way. That's as tough as anything. Diamonds are the hardest natural substance on earth. So if you're going to wear something every day, let it be diamonds, because that's going to put up with all the, if it bangs on the desk at work, it's okay. Nothing's going to happen to it. If it's one of those where you're worried, you're going, I'm just really harsh on my jewelry. I hear that a lot. I'm really harsh on my jewelry. I'm really active. Chris Everett was the one wearing it on the tennis court. She was playing in one of the big opens, and she was wearing it on the court, and they had to stop the match because her bracelet fell off. And she was like, that's a really expensive bracelet. So let me retrieve that before we resume play. And I respect that. And she did. And so that's where it got the name tennis bracelet after all. But it's an icon of design. We have the white, we have the rose. Let me know if you'd like either before they're melted tomorrow. We've got the gorgeous Art Deco earrings, the convertible style that's an earring, jacket, and stud. Take a look at this. Started the show with them. It's a full circle moment. There's a million ways to wear them. Play with how you want to wear them, but I don't believe they're still here. Diamonds and black agate. It's Art Deco design here with some really good 18 karat gold. We had an incredible amount of 18 karat gold today. So if there is, if it tends to be, you like that extra purity level in your gold, go for it. 18 karat white gold here is where they stay, $229 in your fancy cut. 4 beautiful fancy cuts here. And then you have, of course, that really, did my wheel just stop? You have that really special diamond pave work as well. The beauty of it is it can be a stud or a drop, yeah. Okay, side profile of a piece that's already long gone sold, yeah? Okay, so let me just show the side profile real quick and my wheel stopped, so just give me a second. Here's the side profile of the yellow diamond, which is sold, but there's the side profile to see what that's all about, and then we'll get our wheel going here for you, and so you can see what that's all about. Or did it stop permanently? Maybe it stopped. So, okay, well, I'll move the earrings around for you. The great news is here is you're getting this really fabulous look with the diamonds and the onyx, but this is separate. This can be a stud worn by itself, and then you can have the drop. It's a jacket with a drop though. So that's really the cool part about it, is you've got a really special drop earring, and I'll simulate the movement for you, and then you'll see them on. 1.125" top to bottom. It's our 2 carats. 29 in the fancy cut. Remember, that's all 18 karat gold. I'll show them to you from a distance. They got the great finishing of the solid gold in the back, and here is what they're all about. And again, wear them as a stud, then you can add them to other pieces with a post. You can add the drop to other earrings. I added it to my very large hoops earlier, and it looked fantastic. So they are $999 for the pair, and we do only have the 1 pair. So that's going to be $999 as part of that great kind of full circle moment. I do want to show you both at the same time too, because you can see there's a left and a right design. And actually, let me see if I have another tweezer for you. Let's go back up close, take a look at them there first, and then I'll hold them up together so you can see what they look like as a matched pair and as they are side by side here. So you can see how you can wear them like this. It's what I would do. And also you can see how the different movement, you can change the angle of the stud itself or the top portion to be any kind of direction you like. So it's showing 2 different directions there. And then of course you've got 2 different options. The reason one is longer than the other is there's going to be 2 openings in the back. So the drop, which is solid 18 karat gold, is going to have 2 openings, so you can make it longer or shorter and really mix and match it as you like. So again, left and right design, you can wear them here, which is how I like to do it, but that more flat side closer to the face, and then you can wear it this way as well. So whatever you want to do there, but $999 for the pair, and they're 18 karat white gold. They stay in the white gold. They've got diamonds. I just love this because it's even reversible. You could wear it that way if you want to. We'll go back up close and take a look there. But again, the beauty is that post is removable. So you can take the entire drop. So you see that little extra little opening there. That's going to be where you can adjust it, the length, or you can just take that off and put it on other studs. Anything that you have in an earring with a post, it's going to work. And that is really fabulous. So $999. Don't forget about the tennis bracelets. Make sure you let me know if you want the white or the rose gold in our tennis bracelets before we go. We've got our last call here on the black agate and diamonds in 18 karat gold. We got a couple of bangles. I think both are, is it our marquise and our heart shape? Both still available in our minimal bangles. And we'll show you those one more time. They were $19.99. Jason, are you taking the earrings or something else? All right, sounds like we have tennis bracelets verifying right now. Here we go with these 2 incredible bangles, 18 karat white gold bangle in a marquise, or you can choose the heart shape. The heart shape is extremely rare, that's for sure. And I don't think our wheel's coming back to life anytime soon. So again, we'll just take a look here. I'll move them for you. But that's going to be an average size bangle. And that would be, yep, your choice of the heart or the marquise. 2 of our bigger stones here. 18 points in the heart shape. The marquise cut was a 14 pointer. In solid 18 karat gold, they are $19.99. I know you loved the yellow gold bangles. I think that could be the deal here, is that they are white gold. So when we saw our yellow gold bangles come out, sold out in seconds. I know we love yellow gold, but this, remember, is 18 karat white gold. So they have to stay. They are for the white gold lovers. Tony, they're $19.99 a piece, and that's it. You choose the marquise. There's only 1 of each. And Jason, do you have a question, or are you good? We're waiting on a request? All right. So just about 4 minutes left. There was an oval. That's gone. Which one would you like? Heart or marquise, or get them both for under $4,000 and then stack and layer. And they do that beautifully. And then we will remind you, I want to finish up this show with our moonstone because I have not had a moonstone stay yet. Today, earlier, it was a couple hours ago, I showed you a moonstone. it is still available. So with a couple minutes left to go, I want to show you this beauty that is the moonstone. It is our round, it's in the bridge mounting, and it is a stunning, stunning stone. Here's the other direction. Every time you see it at a different angle, it shows different things. Item number is 1129692, and it's our round with a carat 64. Then it has 1 carat in diamonds in the bridge, and you can get any gold you want. We obviously don't have a lot of time left. We have 3 minutes in the show, so this moonstone's got to go. This is how I wanted to end and finalize. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Those drop earrings are gone. Those convertible styles, are going to have so much fun with those. And then this is our carat 64 round with the 1 carat in diamonds in the bridge. And this is going to be, I got to do something crazy. $69.99 is where it was. I will drop it here at the end of the night. Here, we got 2.5 minutes to go. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5. That's 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We will see you for our kickoff of the weekend. Officially, but we're going to make this even better, and that's going to be $69.99. I can't expect that to go here. End of the show is now. Let's make this $2,499 first caller, and that's the round. And the round moonstone, haven't seen as many of the rounds, certainly. Any stone, a round is rare. So to be able to get that with the full carat in diamonds as well, to get that amazing style, don't forget to call in the tennis bracelets before we melt those. We got 2 minutes left of airtime, and the phone line shut off shortly after that. So there's our 2-minute countdown. It's ticking down. You've got to shop either the moonstone, the diamond bangles that we just saw with the single stones, or the fabulous diamond tennis bracelets with the nearly 3 carats in diamonds for under $3,000. You realize that's like $1,000 a carat. That's a commercial grade diamond price that we did on those tennis bracelets, with just, considering it was free gold. So here's the way you get the moonstone. Let me try this on for you again before we get to our very final call here with 90 seconds left to go. There's the moonstone on the hand. What a stunner that is. All the colors of the rainbow, but in a beautiful, like an iridescence, where one color just goes directly into another, into another, into another. It's continuous, endless colors, all of them. Not like an opal where it might be 2 or 3 colors, but every color of the rainbow. It's gorgeous. It's $24.99 only, and that's with a full carat in diamonds in the bridge. So any gold you'd like, any size you need on that one as well. A big thanks to everyone for watching and shopping tonight. We appreciate you all so much, and we'll be back tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. So it's the same time, just a really beautiful Friday night show. So you're all invited. Join us, hang out with us. We love our Friday nights together. And then also Saturday and Sunday mornings, I've got some previews. This is one of the great weekend specials. We're going to see big diamonds, big bezel diamonds in a necklace over the weekend, as well as some great yellow diamond drops. So that's all happening. And again, we kick off the weekend together, our evening show on our Friday night, and then we'll have an incredible weekend collection of shows Saturday and Sunday mornings. So we look forward to seeing you then. We got the disco ball ready to go. So the club is going to be open, but it doesn't open until 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern, and be here promptly. It's not like that fashionably late arrival that we like to do in real life. We got to be here so you don't miss all the goods. So we'll see you then. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you again for watching and shopping tonight. I'm your host, Lauren Blair, and I'm so glad you were with us. Thanks for everybody being here and picking up the values you did. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow night at 5. See you then.